Let's go. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, let me get hands up in the chat, beautiful people. Let me get hands up in the chat. Let me see those emojis. Send them. Oh, come on, Nightbot. He is, oh my god, Nightbot, chill. What up, James? Good to see you. G-Man Dukes. Josh. X-Plane 1972. Welcome, man. Good to see you, bro. Axel's Labs. Janique. Not Nightbot. Shame on you. He's freaking over here putting the hands down. Mike, what's up, man? Good to see you. Evan, welcome to the stream. Bad Landings. Jeremy Cote. A wordy. Manuel Mendez, Jet Aviation, Infinite Aviation. What's up, man? Good to see you. Going to Med, Raven, Cole Washburn. All right. I'm gonna get back to some more shout outs here in a little bit. Hello, guys. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. It's your boy Blue Games, and yeah, today's a very special day for multiple reasons. Obviously, as you can see up ahead of us, the A350 has arrived. And sooner than I expected, to be honest with you. I didn't think we would see the A350 until the year 2020. Honestly, that's what I thought. But we got this baby here in this recent update from Infinite Flight. We're gonna be taking a look today at what's the hype all about. Everybody's super excited, super hype about this next update, or this current update, which is featuring the A350, a new improved multiple versions, and a new improved Cessna 172, as well as a TBM got some love. I believe we got a few new Airbus A320 liveries. So, and yeah, and the map also got a little bit of a rework as well. So, a lot of things going on. Today, we're going to be focusing on the A350. We're going to be flying from Bangkok, China, over to Singapore and Malaysia, flying in my favorite Airbus A350 livery, which is the Airbus, I guess you call it the house livery. I don't know. I love this livery so much, man. It looks so freaking dope. But anyways, we got a lot to talk about today. I'm also continuing our December giveaways that I promised you guys, and today we'll be giving away a $25 Google Play or App Store gift card. So for you guys who may want to get into Infinite Flight, or I know also today X-Plane just released their global. I think that was yesterday actually. X-Plane finally released their global release, so publicly. So a lot of people are excited about that, as well as, I don't know what's going on my screen, as well as Aeroflight FS 2020 that came out a little while ago, but that is also out. So right now the mobile flight sim world is kind of like it's a lot going on. There's a lot of competition, a lot of things going on. Today we're focusing obviously on Infinite Flight mobile flight simulator, and anyways, that's what you guys came to see. But if you want to enter into the contest, type in BLUXMAS, and when we land today in Singapore, we will be announcing our winner. You have to be present to win, and we'll be continuing doing giveaways all week long. This week we'll be focusing on Infinite Flight. Next week, for you guys who are X-Plane people, we'll be back at X-Plane doing some X-Plane giveaways starting next Tuesday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern. Today we're doing a bit late because of some other things going on, so just stay tuned if I have to change the date or whatnot. But anyways, guys, the A350, it's here, and this is kind of like a first look at it for me. I've kind of flown it a little bit around. It's kind of a test, getting familiar with the new UI, the way they've changed things. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take my camera off of the screen here for a while, because the UI has changed. You can see our parking brakes are now on the left. We have our gear, our spoilers, all that stuff is now on the, I think it was on the left before, I can't remember. But we have some more options on the left side than we had on the right. We only have 3 options on the right side, and we'll be diving into that a little bit more later. But A350, man, this is a dope screenshot actually. This is a dope plane. It looks like kind of looks like a shark, you know what I mean? But kind of just looking at the model, I expected the model to be good as far as the actual exterior modeling. It looks good, it looks decent. It looks, pretty much up to par with all of Infinite Flight's most current aircraft, so it's good. The quality is definitely there. I have all my graphics settings turned all the way up, including my anti-aliasing. I turned off limit frame rate, so to make sure we can get at least 60 frames or more. Engines look pretty good. You see the engines are just kind of spinning in the wind right now. Pretty dope. The door, I think the cargo doors do open. The service door and the passenger's doors do not open, but I think it's over here in the systems, actions, and then cargo door. You see that very smooth animation going on there. Very nice. And we could probably actually go in there and take a look and see, kind of like we did a while back. There's another plane that came out that had cargo doors. We kind of went inside, so you can't really go too far in there. Looks like it's actually full. But it was pretty dope, pretty freaking cool. So a lot of you guys have been asking for years, begging Infinite Flight to finally release the A350. Well, it's here, and let's go take a look at the inside now, and we'll get to going with our flight. I don't take too long. Matter of fact, I need to copy my flight plan and paste that in here. If you guys want to join us, we are on the expert server today, flying from VTBS to WSSS Singapore. I think it's Singapore Changi. This is our flight plan right here. And as you can see, it looks a little bit different than it used to as far as the map goes. I do like how the map now shows the countries, not just like a massive contour drawing of the whole continent, but now you actually see the states. Like if you're in the US, you would see the states. We're over here in Asia, so you see all different countries in here. It kind of gives you a better look at what's going on when you are flying around and kind of want to know where you are. So that's where we're headed to. We may have ATC when we get there. We don't have ATC where we're at right now, but I'm okay with that because I kind of want to spend some time getting re-familiar with the plane, man. I wanted to do a full flight. I just hadn't had time to do a full flight. So this is kind of like a rough first impression, but I have seen a lot of things already, kind of watched some of the videos. I don't want to be completely out in the dark, you know what I mean? And so anyways, that's the map. We'll take more look at that while we're in cruise. But here's the cockpit of the A350. And I don't know what's going on with people today. But as always, as I always say, man, we're going to make sure we keep it professional here in today's stream. But interior modeling looks pretty good. We can actually switch to one of the other interior cameras. I think it's a cockpit left camera. Let's go ahead and turn the systems on while we're in here. And we'll switch to, so this is one of the new options here. Or not new options, but the new UI. So you go over here, you click and hold, or I should say tap and hold systems with your fingers. Then you can drag up, drag down to the different panels. So go to electrical, we'll hit master switch, and that'll turn on the, I should turn on, yeah, all the inside stuff there. So we got a lady in the front of the A350 as a captain, very dope. We got Bob over here in our flight first officer seat. I'm thinking, guys, what do you think? I think that Bob deserves to be the captain of the 777. He has thousands of hours over there in that first officer seat. I think that model needs to be moved and upgraded to the captain seat. But here he goes. Here's the panel. I believe this first display is not working right now. I guess in a later update they're going to add something there. I think usually you would see charts, maybe some weather data on those screens, that screen and the center screen over there. And down here we obviously have our, I think what you call this, our PFD, I think is what it's called. So we have our usual horizon there, and we have our flight plan, which you can see actually right there. So I think if we go to systems and we click that, drag down to what is it? It's not electrical. Is it miscellaneous? I'm still learning these, by the way, guys. Nav lights, we need those on, by the way. But I do like how they have this organized now. I actually really do like that. So we have engines, we have actions. There should be a way. I don't think, you know what? I think it's under nav. Yeah, under nav. So under navigation menu, you're gonna change our map range to like 320. So now we can see our full flight plan there on the screen without having to actually go to our map view. So that's kind of helpful. We'll see as we put all this stuff into use in the flight, how helpful it is being down there. Can we actually see it? All that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and move that back to a closer range. We'll do like 40 miles. That should be plenty. And then what else we got down here? We got our bearing. We got a bunch of really cool new things, and I can't really show you all of it because it really only goes into play in the Cessna 172 and some of the other planes. But in here you can change your CRS, which is your course knob. I don't think we're gonna see anything happen in here. No, I don't think it's gonna show in this plane. But you can change your course knob. So for example, if you're joining the ILS and the final course of the ILS is like 360, you would change the course to 360, and then you will fly to intercept the localizer at 360, and then the airplane will fly you there and whatnot. So anyways, I don't know if all that's working in this plane. We don't have any navigation stuff plugged in right now, but we could. And again, we'll do that later on because it's not important for this flight. We're just going to use a GPS. But anyways, but I like the screens. We finally, in Infinite Flight, got an airliner. I think the CRJ didn't have it. The TBM just got it in this update. Well, no, they got it in the update before this, but the X-Cub also had it. But we're finally getting these moving displays, man. It's not just a picture. In all the past aircraft, it's just been a picture of like all this stuff, and now we're actually getting the real thing, which is dope. Also, you can see down here we got our flight plan down here in the middle display. I think it's called the multi-purpose display. Let's change our view to cockpit right. So we got Bob's side. If you guys don't know, if you're new to the channel, this is who I call Bob. he's our first officer. This is why I believe he deserves to get a promotion, because he's in everybody's first officer seat. But anyway, so you can see you got our destination down here: Whiskey Sierra Sierra Sierra, and we're taking off out of Victor Tango Bravo Sierra. So it has all of our waypoints there. I don't know if it's going to show us altitude information. I don't even know how to put that in. It'd be really cool if I could. Maybe that'll be a feature that goes on down the road where I can say, hey, I want to be at Lewis at 18,000 feet. I want to be at Samba at 41,000 feet, which is our cruise today, and then on down the road. And then I know I saw somebody in the comments on Instagram asking if there's going to be a VNAV, and Infinite Flight replied they're working on things to allow that to be possible, but currently no vertical navigation. So let's see what other views we have on the inside. Obviously we have the back seat view, whatever, but we're not, okay, I think somebody's inside me. We're gonna ignore that. But there is no what's it called? There is no cabin, interior cabin. That's one of my first issues, I guess you could say, with this plane. There's no cabin, and I remember saying in a live stream, and I hold myself to what I say in my streams, and I believed at the time, it's like, if they don't come out with a cabin with the A350, they should have waited. And I still kind of agree. I like it. It looks good. All that is pretty finished. But the cabin is something I know people don't want, and I understand it's probably going to come at a later date. But I think it's something that should have been here on release day, to be honest with you. I would have been okay with waiting another 2 months for it if I got a cabin. But I don't know. That's my own opinion. A lot of you guys are probably just happy to have it. Anyways, let's get going with the flight. And we have a 1.5 to 2 hour long flight today, and whoever this guy is ahead of me needs to be ghosted. So if anybody, moderators or developers, are watching, hit that good old red button for me. All right, we're gonna push back, guys. We got our flight plan set up and ready. I don't believe there's any ATC. Nope, we're on Unicom. That's cool. And the weather right now is 060 at 6. We got 30 to 90. I think really it's a visibility. 8,000 clouds. I don't know what NSC means. And QNH is 1012. Let's go see what the active runway is right now. That'll determine which way we push back. So we are right here. We'll push back nose to the south, which will be to our right. And we'll use runway 01 left. Thank you, Frank, for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. Good to have you. All right, so systems is now where we're going to find the pushback. I think it's under miscellaneous. There it is. We'll hit pushback. And we're pushing for the first time in the A350. Super exciting day. Oh, we forgot to close the doors. You gotta love it. Come on, ground crew. What are you doing down there? Is it closing? I think I'm moving. I think I have to stop for that to work. Max Kafula, thank you for the subscription, man. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. I will have to pause here at some point because I forgot to turn off my phone notifications and go into airplane mode. So I don't want to get any phone calls while we're flying. I am using iPhone 10. This is my only mobile device. So if somebody needs to contact me, they'll call me on this phone, and it'll interrupt our stream and our flight, and that is extremely freaking annoying. But hopefully we don't drag any. There it is. There it is. You see what I'm saying? That's exactly why I need to turn my notifications off. I usually do it, but I was like in a hurry to try to get going today, and I was like, I know I'm forgetting something. I don't know what it is. And then as soon as I hit start stream and I had my screen on the on YouTube and on Twitch, I was like, crap, I didn't forget. All right, we should be able to, now the parking brakes are on, we should be able to hit those cargo doors. There they are, they're closing. While we're doing that, we're gonna hit the engines. We're gonna start up engine number 1. We'll do 2 first. The engine sounds are the same sounds as the other aircraft on Infinite Flight, so they haven't upgraded the engine sounds yet. That's something I'm definitely asking for when it comes to features in Infinite Flight, is some more authentic some more immersive, I guess you could say, engine sounds, because that's a huge deal, you know that. But the good thing is at least it does have some type of jet engine sound. Alright, that right engine's spooling up. It's in the green. Engine 1 is starting up now. I also need to make sure I have enough fuel. So these are things that you're supposed to do before you start. While we wait for that engine, I'm going to make sure I have enough fuel.
Bangkok Suvarnapur Unicom, Juliet.
Oh, we have 11 hours. Shoot, we got plenty. I'm gonna go like 4 hours. Yeah, 4 hours of fuel. Passengers have full flight today. Pretty popular flight, and then we're good. Resume. Flaps 1+F today. And let me double check. Good man Starley's not in today, but he did send me basically a tutorial text on how to fly this thing. So I'm gonna do my best. Thank you for all the people who are sending me message or following. I'm not sure what they're doing on Instagram. My Instagram notifications are usually off. Let's see. We need trim 30%. And we'll start taxiing. We're holding the line up right now. Alright, engines are on, flaps are down, brakes released. We're taxiing to runway 01 left.
Bangkok Suvarnapur Unicom.
Alright, into the cockpit.
116, taxiing to runway 1 left.
Bangkok Suvarnapur Unicom, Airbus 350, taxiing to runway 1 left.
Bangkok
Very, very nice.
Unicom, Airbus 78, taxiing to runway 1 left. Bangkok Suvarnapur Unicom,
I believe we need to go. I honestly don't know where I'm going. I'll be 100% honest with you. I don't know where 01 left is. I just thought about that. This is where this screen right here on the left would be extremely helpful, because that's where I would usually see my chart. I think a cool idea, and I'm sure they've already thought of this or they're already in the works of putting something on those empty screens, but a cool idea would be to maybe put I don't know, like maybe like this layout here, or a better version of this. Matter of fact, they need to upgrade this. This is the map we're looking at right now. I'm looking at the airport. They need to upgrade it with the actual taxiways on it. That would be extremely helpful. All right, where are we going? We're going the wrong way. That's where we're going. So we need to be going south. We need to be going to the right. Zoom out here. We'll find our way. I don't have my charts on my screen either, so I'll probably open them up in a little while. So we need to go to the right. I don't know where everybody's going. I think we're all lost. I think I'm just leading them the wrong way. I guess we're gonna take 01 right. We're kind of taxiing that direction, so I'm gonna change that. Taxiing runway 01 right, blue 116 heavy. Should be a right up here and then straight down to the end. Always 01 right.
Bangkok Suvarnapur Unicom, Airbus 78, taxiing to runway 1 right.
So I got the Christmas tree up in the background. I also went to a what's it called? A Christmas party with my dad. His company, he works for Exxon, and his company has huge Christmas parties every year. And I actually won a prize myself. I won a $25 Amazon gift card. My wife won a Fitbit, which are not cheap, and my dad won like a really expensive watch. And we also won a black Santa Claus. I know that sounds random, but you can't see him in the back, but he's back there chilling on the counter. Super dope. He was the table centerpiece. It was really dope. The food wasn't that great, but it was a good time. We danced, had a good time on a bunch of cliche songs. You know, all the wedding songs they play on the dance floor. But all right, well, I will say thank you guys though for everyone who's joined in our stream train today, and thank you guys for being so professional and not taxiing into each other and skipping each other in line. That's not how we do things out here at Blue Arrow. We're looking forward to a fun flight. First full flight for me in A350. I'm sure some of you guys have already done like 10 flights. So don't be expecting too much from me when it comes to this landing, because again, this is my first full flight, therefore my first legit landing today. So I'm gonna be doing my best. All right, we're gonna be doing it infinite flight all week, so I have time to practice and get better in the next few flights in the coming days. But I'm gonna do my best. So probably may not have any butter on board today. Another thing I want to say is this little rudder on the right, where you, before they had the feature where if you click and hold the rudder and pull down, it actually will give you like the, I guess they call it the toe braking. The issue I had was I couldn't tell if it was working or not. But they added a little feature now where you tap it, you bring it down, you can actually see how much brake input you're putting in. I love that feature. That's really cool. I'll say this right now. I'm really a big fan of all the changes they made to the UI, because that's one of the biggest problems I have with other mobile flight simulators. Hint, hint, X-Plane. But don't worry, guys, for you X-Plane mobile people. I won't be doing any streams this week, but I do plan on making some content, making some videos about that, because I know that's a huge deal. A lot of people are saying that basically rip Infinite Flight because X-Plane Mobile came out. I was lucky enough to be a beta tester, and some of you guys saw that live stream I did, and you saw me kind of struggle, man. And like, I guess it's definitely obviously more in depth when it comes to a flight simulator. You know what I mean? Like you can do, you can click all the buttons inside the cockpit on most of the planes, not all of them. There's Thai Airways taking off. You can do a lot of things on there. Obviously, you can fly the globe now, but I'll probably make a video kind of explaining what I like and don't like about it. But it has pros and it has cons. I'll just say that. And Infinite Flight's the same way. It has pros and it has cons. One of the biggest obvious cons about Infinite Flight is no 3D scenery. If you look out there, it just looks flat. And hopefully, I guess in this next year, 2020 coming up, we'll get some 3D, something in the, you know what I mean? Because I don't know, I personally not a fan. You look out as far as the eye can see, you can just, unless you're in like a mountainous area, which we're not currently apparently, it's very just flat. So obviously X-Plane has that, but it also falls short in other areas. I know a lot of people are a fan of Real Flight Simulator, Aerofly FS 2020, a lot of stuff, man. A lot of I think it's good though. I think it's good, all the new competition we have now in the mobile flight simulator, like I guess market, that kind of pushes everybody to kind of give, to do more, be better, make better simulators. And I think for people who actually, you know, are in the flight simulator community, the mobile flight simulator community, there's a certain type of thing you want, you know what I mean? And people just got to find out what that is and deliver, because it's different. It's actually different than PC, way different than what people want on a PC flight sim. So you kind of have to make sure you pay attention to that. But anyways, we're coming to runway 01 right, with me number 3 in line. And we use those toe brakes here on our right. Slow down slowly.
Bangkok Suvarnabhumi Unicom, Juliet Sierra Charlie, holding
Stop.
runway 1 left.
I gotta get used to that, man. Another cool thing that I'm liking so far, this is something I usually do whenever I'm doing flights like on X-Plane 11, is I like to pre-select my autopilot, right? So we want to go with my usual 2,000, 12,000 feet for our initial climb. That's what we're gonna do there. We'll see if this actually works. See, runway is 01 right, so we'll do a heading of 010. Actually, it shows us right there that Lewis, which is our first waypoint, is at 193. So we could put that in, but I'm gonna put runway heading instead, because we're gonna hand flat for a while.
Bangkok Suvarnabhumi Unicom.
I hit the parking brake.
Scandinavian 118 is taking off runway 1
I probably
left.
should have scrolled the other way, right?
Out.
So I'm gonna hold that down until it gets around like 010. That'll be roughly the runway heading, I assume. And then vertical speed, I don't know if I can pre-select this. We're gonna be rocking it out of here in this A350. This thing's a freaking beast. So we can do about 3,000 feet per minute, maybe even 3,500. I'm probably gonna go way above that when I'm hand flying it, but when we bring the autopilot back, we'll go about 3,000 feet per minute. And our speed, I'm gonna want to be at no more than 250 knots. We're gonna set it to 230. We'll see. I'm kind of testing this as well, because I haven't actually done the pre-selecting thing yet, but I'm gonna pre-select that and I'll make sure that's good. So let's go ahead and release the parking brake, and we'll go line up and go ahead and announce. Holding short runway 01 right, blue 116.
Bangkok Suvarnabhumi Unicom. Blue 116. Holding short runway 1 right.
And as far as nav, you want to hit your source right here. to GPS, not nav 1 and not nav 2. Back down. I am going to take me off of the screen so you guys can appreciate the view.
Bangkok Suvarnabhumi Unicom is
Night traffic is lined up.
Left traffic. Bangkok Suvarnabhumi Unicom, Air Force 106, holding short runway 1 right.
Brakes. I'm so used to the brakes being on the right. I was looking for the brake on the right.
776 is taking off runway 1 right, departing north.
Actually, guys, hold on really quickly, all right? I'm going to put you guys on pause. I want to turn off these notifications before we get in the air. So stand by, guys. Sorry about that. Don't worry, I'm still here. Gotta turn off my notifications, because so far we've gotten a bunch already. Gotta turn off Snapchat, turn off Instagram, turn off the phone notifications, the messages. You guys know how it is. If you get that good old airplane mode, do not disturb mode. Don't call me, don't text me for the next 2 hours. I am on a plane. Alright, I think we're good to go now. I think. Alright, do not disturb us. Wait, do not disturb him, come on. Alright, it's on? Alright, it's on. Alright, we're back. Sorry guys for the delay. I just had to make sure I took care of that before anything else happened. Where's my cut? And stop. Okay. Alright guys, let's roll out. Let's check the runway. Nobody's there. We're taking off runway 0 at Unicom. Okay, we're taking off runway. Taking off runway 01 right. Departing to the south.
Bangkok
Parking brakes release. Let's go to our lights.
Taking off runway 1 right.
Strobe lights, landing lights, beacon lights should have been on. Let's just go ahead and pretend like that didn't happen.
Holding short runway 1 right.
Double tap. Go. Another challenge, I guess with mobile and with me being on an iPhone 10, which is, you know, it's not, I mean, compared, like, you know, 5 years ago, this was a big phone, right? Now, it's not a big phone. Let's check that right. All right, nobody's arriving. Nobody's clear. But it's not an iPad. So if I was on an iPad, I might be able to see this screen here better. But I can barely see it. So I'm probably just gonna, I might need to turn the HUD on, to be honest with you. I'm gonna try. Do my best not to freaking speed. All right, we're lined up. We'll do rolling. Screen calibrate.
Bangkok Suvarnabhumi Unicom, Airbus 78 is
Airspeed is allowed.
runway 1 right, departing south.
Wow, 120 knots already. Looking for 150. And nose is up all on its own. Positive climb, gear up. Where's the gear? There's the gear. Look at those gear animations. You guys been wanting gear tilt. Apparently there's gear tilt. We couldn't really see it. We'll see it on our approach, but there is gear tilt now. Look at that angle of attack. Ooh-wee. This is kind of hard. Alright, let's bring that speed back because I don't trust that I'm not going to speed. So I'm going to hit the speed button. Where is it at? There it is.
Bangkok Suvarnabhumi Unicom, Tango Hotel 0.
Alright, we're going to set our speed there so I don't speed. If you guys are not familiar with infinite flight, there are violations and they do mean things. So we got to be careful. So you can see here on our map, we're actually flying right away from our flight plan. And we'll go ahead and depart from the left downwind. We'll roll to the left. Here the engines have calmed down. We'll go flaps 1, or flap 0, I'm sorry. And I'm gonna have to zoom in because I am having trouble seeing what's actually happening on this screen here. Again, I'm very happy we have it. I'm glad that it's an option, but I knew that it would be tough to see that screen. So if you don't want to do that, you could always go to, I think it's under Systems. Plainest maybe? Yeah, HUD. We turn the HUD on. We'll do right now. Which I don't like the HUD. Wow, it looks bigger than it used to be too. I think they changed it. Beautiful scenery out here in Bangkok. We were passing, it comes to pass 8,000. Vertical speed is about 4,000 feet per minute. We're like a freaking rocket right now. Only 243 knots indicated.
Bangkok Suvarnabhumi Unicom, Cathay 994 Heavy is 11 nautical miles to the north at 5,800 feet. Inbound for landing. Will make straight
We'll do
into
a flyby.
runway 19 right. Bangkok Suvarnabhumi Unicom, Tango Golf 286 is taking off runway 1
Bank
right,
angle.
departing south.
Alright, there's our airport. We're now on a left downwind. Level off. Continue our climb. And actually, again, I want to fly by hand a bit just to kind of get a feel for the responsiveness, you know, aircraft. You know, A350 is not a small jet. You know, it's a pretty large plane. In the same class as the 777, the 787. So, I mean, it definitely doesn't feel too light. Like, I feel, as far as the responsiveness, when I roll to the right, roll to the left, like I feel like this is how it should feel. Kind of messing with that there. But actually, if I keep the HUD up here, you see the yoke on the middle. I think, yeah, you can see that. The yoke in the middle, you can see my yoke input, which is actually just, I'm using tilt on my phone. I don't have a joystick, or I have a joystick, but I'm not using a joystick to use with the simulator. I only use that for my PC simulators. But you can see that I'm pulling the yoke to the right, down to the left. So it feels good. It feels good as far as, like, it feels really stinking smooth. Like, that fly-by-wire ain't no joke. It feels really smooth. That's all I'm gonna say. Looking forward to trying to land it and seeing how well it does at low speeds under landing configuration. But let's go ahead and turn autopilot on now. For the full autopilot, so we'll switch to vertical speed, which actually, whenever I pre-selected, didn't actually do anything for us. I just broke something. Oh, I see why. I see why. Come on, pull up. Our altitude is set lower than what we were at, so let's go ahead and go. We're gonna go 41,000 feet today, guys. So I'm changing my altitude to 41,000 feet, and then I'll hit out. And that'll lock my vertical speed to whatever I was at currently. So pre-selecting the vertical speed really did nothing, like, at all, because as soon as you hit VS, it actually changes to the vertical speed you're currently flying. So I was currently flying 1,042. I'm gonna go back up to 3,000 for today's flight. And navigation mode is not on. That's why we're freaking rolling out right now, because I didn't realize it until just now, bro. I'm doing a horrible job showing this thing off. I'm still getting used to the new UI. I'm gonna blame that. Alright, autopilot back on. There we go. Altitude set. Navigation mode set. There we go. Alright, so I hit altitude, vertical speed, didn't hit nav, didn't hit heading, and so the plane was just basically rolling because I put my phone down. I put my phone right back down on its stand, and it was like, what do you want to do, sir? Let's go ahead and hit that auto throttle again. Go down about 310. And we'll bring the vertical speed back down 3,000. You guys are literally watching me learn how to fly this. So, alright, let's go ahead and check our flight plan, because I want to make sure we're flying in the right direction. And it's going to nav, but what point is it going to? I think it's going to SAMBA.
Thai
Let's
403
check.
is taking off
I'm gonna
runway
turn the
1
HUD
right,
off. We don't need that
departing
anymore. And we can look down here and see where it's headed to next, I think. Yeah, so right now it's still flying to Louis, which is 9.3 nautical miles away, which is 1 second away. Thank you, Jeremy, for the super chat donation, bro. Appreciate you coming through. Thank you very much. You can also see here's our flight plan. We are going the wrong direction. Okay, I see he's trying to go backwards. So let's go ahead and change that. We're gonna go down. That's not the wrong button. Let's go here, and we're gonna change our active to SAMBA. That's now our active leg. Plane should start turning around. One thing I don't see is a flight director. I think we still need a flight director here on this PFD. Okay, so I still believe we're flying in the wrong direction. Oh yeah, absolutely. It is turning. I think it's trying to do a left 360 to SAMBA. I guess. Sure, whatever floats your boat.
Bangkok Suvarnabhumi Unicom.
Passing 20,000 feet now. Make sure you hit standard.
Nautical miles to the north of 2,500 feet. Inbound for landing. Will make
I keep thinking when I hit
runway
AP,
19 right.
it's gonna turn off my autopilot, but I forget there's a second click there. Yeah, I believe the aircraft is just turning a 360 to meet SAMBA. Yeah, because SAMBA shows as next 14 miles, but we're going farther away because we're flying away from it to get back to it, because we were already in a left turn. But really dope that we can actually use this screen accurately now. Wow, look at this too. It now shows us our I guess our vertical profile. So it's not VNAV, but our vertical profile. So basically it's saying what's that, in 20 miles where we'll be, like in each, so 10, I think it's 10 miles, 20 miles, 30 miles, 40 miles, which is, I don't know if that's accurate right now because we're flying away from SAMBA. We see that moving slowly. You can see our altitude right here. The little blue marker indicates that we're climbing to just over 40,000 feet. That's really dope. My first time getting to see that actually in play. Let's go ahead and tune out. So taking a scenic route on the way out of Bangkok. Look at that. So beautiful. Very dope. All right, we can turn those landing lights off. We're well above 10,000 feet now. Systems, lights, and landing lights. Again, and I think it's gonna go the same for all you guys as well. It's just gonna take some time to get used to the new UI, where everything is, where it's placed. I like where it's placed, honestly. I really do like where it's placed, and it's probably maybe a different for some of you guys too. I've noticed in past versions that it's been different on different size screens. So if you're in an iPad, your buttons may be somewhere else. The way they display may be a little bit different, but yeah, I like it. ETE. Let me go ahead and set my bottom screen up. I actually somebody told me to uninstall Infinite Flight, reinstall Infinite Flight, and then restart my phone because there was some kind of bug that the beta testers found in the beta, specifically for the iPhone 10. So I did that, but it reset all of my preferences. So I had to go through and fix that before we started the stream today. 29,000 feet. If you're watching our speed, make sure we don't overspeed today. Bring that vertical speed down. Pilot, yeah. Bring it down to about 1,500 now. Very nice. Yeah, so we basically did a massive circle over freaking Bangkok, man. But a lot of our flight is gonna be out there over the ocean, so I'm not too upset that we got a little bit of scenery to appreciate out here. You know me, I love taking a scenic route. Dude. Man, this is dope. This is dope. I'm really like, I never thought this day would come that the A350 would be here. You know what I mean? Like, never thought. I've been a part of the infinite flight community for a pretty long time, and I've always seen the debates about the A350s. I've never been like super like pushing for the A350 because I don't know much about the A350, honestly. Here in the US, we're just now getting A350s out here. Like for Delta, I think American has an A350, I'm not sure. But a lot of the American-based airlines weren't flying A350 until like this past year. So I didn't know very much about them. Still don't. Like, this is really, like, I'm learning a lot because we're flying them now. So I had never seen the cockpit of A350. I knew what it looked like visually, the outside of it, but never seen the interior of it. But it's a beautiful plane. I think it's a sexy plane. Me being a 787 fan, and this kind of being the Airbus equivalent to the 787, I definitely like it as an aircraft. Very nice scenery below us there. Let's go ahead and make sure we're actually catching that flight plan now, because we're still turning. We'll see. I'll use that for the photo shoot afterwards. All right, so there's SAMBA right ahead. Aircraft should start leveling its wings off. Going direct to SAMBA. That's probably what I should have done, is hit direct to SAMBA. I think it's under autopilot. Nope. Nav. Change the range to 10. SAMBA. Let's see what happens. It's kind of testing out this autopilot, I guess. It is still turn. There it is. All right, smart plane. Yes, sir. This will be the only flight for today. I wanted to do multiples, but our flight plan is longer, so maybe later this week. I want to do some multiple stops later this week though, because I want to get some practice in, and I want to really land this multiple times. But again, our flight plan we're doing today doesn't really, it's a bit too long for me to do a second flight. I do still work. I did not take the day off for the A350. Man, we're gonna be like, we're about to hit our cruise, and we're just barely left Bangkok, man. But yeah, man, I think as far as like, I think the thing I'm most excited about for this update is the functionality. Well, I should say I like the UI. UI is a huge improvement for me. I also like the functionality in the cockpit as far as the systems go. It's not like realistic. It's not like, you're not gonna get an FMC, you know, that type of stuff. That's not what I mean by systems. I just mean by the upgrade, like the I guess the progress that Infinite Flight has made from what they had before, you know, which they still have on most of their planes. Really, right now only the A350, and that's about it. I wondered, have any of you guys flown the A320 yet this week? And has the A320 cockpit gotten any updates? I know that nobody's mentioned it, but we already have the moving screen, but did we have anything else incorporated in the A320? Because I feel like it wouldn't be too hard to get things going on there if they have it here. All right. Now, this is, okay, we're going to go ahead and switch, because we're overshooting big time these waypoints right now. So we're gonna choose a waypoint out in the distance. Let's go for KASNI, I guess. Or the one after that. Let's go for that one. Activate the leg. And yeah, there it is. Yeah, because we were like freaking snaking. I don't want to do that. That's going to take too much time. Passing 37,000 feet now. And still climbing. I'm going to go ahead and go out to that next waypoint. About 70 miles out, I assume. REGOS, yep, 67.7. That was pretty good. I'm really interested once we get to our destination, we get to use the ILS, which has changed since the version, so it's a little bit different the way you connect to that ILS. Let me go ahead and set up my bottom screen, our bottom information. I don't really care whether the yoke is. I'm gonna put my fuel information. And sorry guys, I haven't been responding to the chat. Just trying to get the aircraft in the air and actually working. And then I'll get on the chat here soon. I'll let you know when I'm paying attention. The altitude MSL, got our airspeed, ground speed instead of airspeed. Heading instead of heading, I want, I don't know, I don't remember. What did I use before? I think winds. I think I had winds. Yeah, winds. And let's see, on the right, I want flight time. That's, I want our ETE to show for you guys to see. Yeah. Where is ET? Oh, there it is. ETE destination. All right, so it shows an hour 45 minutes, but we're still not even in our cruise speed yet. So that should drop down a little bit here soon. And then I don't remember what I had here. Oh, I think I had distance to destination. Yeah, let's do that. All right, cool. So 800. Wow, 807 nautical miles. Pretty far. So cool. So you can see here in the what's this? The multi-display, whatever you call it, multi-functional MFD. I don't know what it's called. We got REGOS plugged in, so it shows that we're gonna arrive there at 0620 UTC. That's kind of cool. And which I think it's always been something that's done. Yeah, it's always had that. So a lot of the new functions you see happening in the cockpit now are stuff that we already had, but they were kind of in different areas. So it's kind of, they're finally actually being incorporated in the aircraft. So before, I believe we already had this information. We already had ETE. We already had distance. We had what's that? DTK. Track. I think it's, yeah, it's just like heading track. So like 164 from whatever. So we had that already, but now we have all this stuff here on this screen, which is cool because now I don't have to go to my map to see it, and I can actually also go here to this map instead of going into my map. So it's kind of taking, keeping you from needing to switch to all different menus as often. What are we at? We're at cruising now, 41,000. All right, cool. Let's change our speed. Right now we're at Mach 0.83. We're gonna freaking book it today. We're gonna go as fast as we can. We're gonna go Mach 0.85. We can go faster than that. Okay, 6, 8, 9. How fast can you go? Mach 0.89. I'm gonna do Mach 0.88. Give it a little buffer room. A little bit of buffer room. I don't want to overspeed too quickly. And we'll see if we have a headwind too. So yeah, we're definitely gonna be freaking going as fast as we possibly can. But I do want to take a look at the map here quickly, and again, to kind of, I guess, mention once again the map that's changed. I'm going to change some of the settings. I'm going to hide the fixes, and we'll hide the airspaces and approaches. And I kind of want to see the bare map. Hide uncontrolled. I think that's all we can do. Alright, so, but I like, now I can actually see the stuff. I feel like the next step would be like to actually put like in light letters, like, you know, the name of the country you're in. So like if I go over to the US right now, you can see all the states. Before, it was just a massive contour of the whole country of the US, which was like, how am I gonna know if I'm in Florida or if I'm in Georgia or if I'm in Louisiana? You know, you couldn't really tell. It was also, the edges weren't as exact. Now it looks like it's a lot more accurate as far as how the edges go. Like before, it was just kind of like this really rough line there, which is kind of, I don't know, it was kind of weird. I don't really know where they got that data from, but, and I also like that now your actual flight plan waypoints show up in like a distinctive color. They show up in pink. Before, I think they just kind of blended in with everything else they had going on. So as we fly past whatever airport this is, look out the window, we can see that the coastline also is kind of shaped like that, and not just like a generic loop, loop-de-loop, you know what I mean? But I like it, I like it. Alright, he also said, what was a trim for cruise? 15% trim for cruise. Let's see. Go wrong way. I assume there's gonna be some wing flex on there. You can't really tell too much right now, but I assume there's some wing flex. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think so far of the A350? What's your first impressions? I've kind of talked through it, or kind of I guess been talking out loud, thinking out loud, I guess you could say. Giveaway will be at the end of our stream today, once we land in Singapore. No FMC. I don't know when that's gonna happen. I mean, you can see the FMC, but it doesn't do anything. Actually, let's take a look at that. Does it show anything of interest? FMC would usually be... Actually, this plane is different. I'm not super familiar with A350. Where is the FMC usually? Is the FMC usually just kind of built into here? In the center screen? Because there's no... Here's the radio, which I think does actually work. Let's see, like, let's just take a look. I think that the radio... we're going to be expecting... We may not get it, but we'll expect the ILS for its try 0... I don't know, 02 center, maybe. Let's see, how do I pick the ILS for it? This is something I have not done yet. I have not done the ILS approach, but there should be a frequency to tune into. So maybe I'm just gonna click on this here. Runways, here it is. 02 center, try 02 center, says 109.7. I'm gonna click on that. Yeah, there it is, set nav 1. ILS is out of range, that's fine. I still wanna set it. Can I not set it at all? Okay, I can't set it at all. Well, that's what we'll do when we get closer. I'm not sure. Sorry. I think you have to be like... I'm not sure how far you have to be when you tune it in. I think you have to be like 20-something miles away to actually, like, use it. But I'm not sure how far you have to be to tune it in. You have to ask that on the forums. Ask somebody who actually knows. Let me catch up on chat now. Yes, sir. No Pepsi in the cockpit anymore. That's something I noticed too. I think that this lady in the cockpit is more healthy because she's rocking a Dasani water. I don't know if it's Dasani, but it looks like the Dasani water bottle. But she's rocking a water bottle here. Maybe Bob over there still has a Pepsi. No, he has water too. So no more. All the planes up until this point, all the airlines always had a Pepsi. A Pepsi can, which I thought was funny. I don't know who at Infinite Flight loves Pepsi, but there was always a Pepsi can there. But it's crazy, man. It's pretty cool. I like that, you know, Infinite Flight really kept us updated throughout the entire process of the A350. You know, like from the beginning when we saw the wireframe images to... You know, when we first saw the gear images for the first time, when we saw the liveries for the first time, it's just really cool kind of watching the progress come from 3D model to in-game. This was pretty dope. How to turn off FPV? What is FPV? Mr. Jingles, to get to expert server, you just you just need to have landings and XP. So you get XP for landing and for flights. So as you do flights, you gain XP, and then you have to get landings as well. So to get in the expert server is based on how many landings you have and how much XP you have. So I understand, like, somebody like you probably, you know everything. Maybe not everything, but you know most of the stuff. You know how to fly professionally. You know how to fly, you know, kind of professionally, mature, stuff like that. And it sucks that you may be stuck right now in training server and casual server with the people who don't really know what they're doing. But you just kind of have to just keep doing flights and get your XP up, get your landings up, and then eventually you will get to the level you can join expert server. I definitely recommend it though. If you're gonna fly infinite flight, I 100% recommend you get upgraded to grade 3. You know, get your XP up so you can fly on grade 3. I mean, sorry, so you can fly on expert server. There's still trolls on there. There's still people on there who don't know what they're doing, because again, it's based not on skill, not on how well you land, but that you have enough landings and enough experience. You know what I'm saying? So there's still gonna be people out there on, you know, the expert server, people who are grade 3, grade 4, grade 5, who can still be, you know, super immature, but it's a lot less than training server and casual server. That's why I don't do streams on training and casual server. I can tune to ILS 27 nautical miles away from the threshold. That's the same as when you can tune into the Unicom frequency. Gotcha. Thank you, Joseph. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, I thought that maybe I could tune in like even now, and then I can just, I just obviously can't use it until I get there. That's something I usually do, you know, I kind of tune into a frequency ahead of time so I can just chill and talk and hang out, you know. Maybe hang out's the wrong word for a pilot to say while he's flying, but you know what I'm trying to say, guys. Let's check out some of these wing views. Ooh, that's a cool view too, though. I will say, and it's something, this is not new, but I like how, for example, I can go to, let's see, my main camera, right? I have my captain camera, normal camera, let's see, tail. Here's the bottom view. Let me turn that down so you guys are not hearing echoes. There's our wing view. I can actually zoom in a little bit. And the next time I come back to this view, it should go right back to the same view. So let's zoom in a little bit. I personally like my wing view to be zoomed in a little bit better. It kind of gives you a, it makes things feel bigger. When you zoomed out super far away, it looks like a toy, I guess you could say, you know. But when you zoom in a little bit more, something I like to do, it kind of gives the feeling of it being bigger, you know what I mean? Like whenever I fly in a real plane as a passenger and I'm in the window seat, I rarely can see the entire engine. So it usually looks more like something like this here. That might even be a little bit much. But anyways, I'm gonna leave that view there. So next time we come back, it's still in that exact same view. So I can go around and set my views up. Ooh, I like this view. We can set this one as a spy camera. And in this one, I'll probably put this on the gauges here. I'll do, we'll leave it like that. And so now when I leave these cameras, I should be able to come back and see my view the exact same way as I had it before. You can't find me on live flight. Am I not on live flight? I should be there. Call sign blue 116. Let me take a look for myself. Oh yeah, I see all you guys on live flight right now. We're headed to Malaysia, baby. All right, let's get some jams going, and we're gonna chat a little bit because there's a lot going on today, guys. Again, we're still doing a giveaway at the end of today's stream. I'll be giving away a $25 Apple App Store or Google Play gift card, depending on who you know, what kind of phone you have. But I will say that these gift cards are for US only. All right, so if anybody wins, if you're not in the US, sadly I will not be able to give it to you. For some reason, I cannot buy a gift card for another country. I don't really get it. I figured that out last time we did a gift card giveaway, like a few years ago, and I didn't figure that out until after we did the giveaway. The person who won was like in, I don't know where he was at. He was somewhere on the other side of the world, and we found out that the gift card that I had got for him wouldn't work because it doesn't work in other countries. I was like, okay, that's nice. So we figured out some kind of way to get it working, but it was a hassle. That's one of the reasons that I haven't done any like gift card giveaways since then, because of how much of a hassle that was. So today's only limitation for the giveaway is that you have to be in the US. So sorry for everybody else in the rest of the world. I apologize, but that is the best I can do. So if you already tried to enter it in the contest, if you do win and you're not in the US, please be honest and go ahead and let us roll it again. If I find out later, while we're trying to get you the gift card after the stream is over, that you're not in the US, we will roll it again tomorrow, and somebody will win it tomorrow. So that's just kind of how it's going to be right now. But somebody will win a $25 gift card today. And basically, for $25, you could get infinite flight for a few months, or you could get infinite flight and X-Plane. You can get infinite flight, X-Plane, Aerofly FS, and RFS. I mean, you can get all the flight simulators on mobile for sure. With that, so you can use whatever you want to use it for. You don't have to use it on infinite flight. You don't have to use it on a flight simulator. It is up to you to use it on whatever you want to use it for. That's what gift cards are about. But we'll be doing giveaways all week long and all month long. Actually, next week will be our last week for giveaways. Bring our camera back up. But yeah, next week will be our last week for giveaways, because I will not be streaming for sure. I don't know, but I don't plan to be streaming on the week of Christmas or the week after, which will be like New Year's, because I'll be with family and things like that. So I'll kind of be away for a little while, and so I might be able to sneak a stream in here and there, but I can't promise that I'll be around. So I'm not going to be planning on doing that. So we're gonna get all of our giveaways out of the way these first 3 weeks of December. You already have 4 winners. Last week we did giveaways for X-Plane. It went really well. And I thank you guys for coming through and supporting and cheering those guys on who won. And, you know, good luck next time for the rest of you. Let's get some jams going in the background. How about that? But I have a few questions for you guys. And one thing I want to kind of get the conversation going is, does the A350 live up to the hype? That's what I want to know. Like, everybody's been anticipating this update for a very long time. We've been drooling over screenshots, you know what I mean? 3D models, work in progress pictures, and we're like, oh, this is gonna be dope, right? And but so like, now that you have your hands on it, now that you're flying it, now that you've done maybe a couple flights with it, like, does it really live up to the hype for you? I'm still figuring out myself, because this is, you know, I haven't even finished a full flight yet, so we'll see how this baby lands and everything. So I'm still kind of taking it in myself. I'm not really completely ready to give my complete, I guess, review or opinion on it. You know, I'm just kind of, you know, I guess, speaking what's on my mind at the moment, kind of first impression kind of thing. But for you guys who've been flying for a while, like, what do you think? How you digging it right now? A PayPal giveaway would be nice. So basically, you just want money. No, I don't. That probably would work for people outside of the US, but maybe next time. Maybe I'll look into it. We'll see. I do want to. We'll see if it happens, but I do want to give away a Steam gift card too. But that depends. Like, I'm coming out of my own pocket for that, so it depends if I got the money next week to make that happen. Still gotta take care of the family, you know. What is up with my restream? It keeps crashing. Oh yeah, I want to do one of those too. A Org Store gift card. I'm actually still planning on doing that, Gio. By the way, I do want to do that on one of those. Hello from Portugal. Dope TV. Good to see them. Welcome to the stream. Honestly, it's pretty funny. Like, I think it's funny seeing all the different opinions about Infinite Flight. Like, I feel like I may be pro Infinite Flight, but I still sometimes feel like I'm in the middle. You know what I mean? Because this is not all I play. You know what I mean? Like, I honestly, my main flight simulator is X-Plane 11. And it's gonna be that way until Microsoft Flight Simulator comes out. And if Microsoft Flight Simulator comes out and doesn't disappoint me, Microsoft Flight Simulator may become my next main simulator. But at this point right now, X-Plane 11 is my main. So, and Infinite Flight is like my second. Honestly, when it comes to like my own personal, when I want to fly, you know, X-Plane 11 is where I usually go, but that's on PC, you know. So I feel, and I'll be talking about this in a future video, but it's hard for PC gamers to understand or comprehend the point of mobile flight simulators, especially when you have a strong PC. And I keep saying this, and I strongly believe that, like, if you don't have a really good PC, for example, I use myself as an example all the time, because this is how I got into Infinite Flight originally. I got into Infinite Flight when my MacBook Pro was my gaming computer. it was originally for work and for school, but then I got into X-Plane and I was like, I want to play X-Plane. X-Plane is Mac compatible. Why not play X-Plane on my MacBook? I thought my MacBook was a beast. This was like 4 years ago. And so I got into X-Plane, downloaded it on my Mac. I got scenery, you know what I'm saying? I had some payware, all that kind of stuff going on. And not long after, I figured out this ain't the right computer for this hobby. This ain't really working out for me. Captain Eddie with the super chat donation, thank you very much. You also like the new Cessna and TBM. Yeah, I definitely gonna do doing some of that later this week, bro. But thank you so much for the super chat donation. Hasn't popped up on the screen yet, but I already saw it. I want to say thank you very much. Make sure the rest of you guys say thank you to Captain Eddie. There he is with the super chat donation. But yeah, I definitely want to hop into 172. I already did some test startups and play with the 172. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I guess maybe I'm a GA guy. I don't know what happened to me. I think I turned into a GA guy like in the last year, because I used to be all airliner. But I'm pretty excited about the things that they've incorporated into the 172. I love how I can literally start it. I can actually start it like in the correct way, a legit way. You can hit the mixture. You go mixture rich. You crack the throttle. Turn on the full pump, fuel pump, and then crank that thing. And that's how you do it in real life. And that's really cool. You can actually even see the mixture, you know, and all that stuff in the cockpit. And I think that's really freaking dope. And what's funny is I actually got in the 172 first, and then I got into the Airbus A350, and I was kind of thinking that it was going to be the same thing, but then I realized that, oh, it's just engine start 1, engine start 2. HM2118, thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow family. Good to see you, man. We are flying from VTBS. Oh, you? Flying from Bangkok. Whatever the heck the IKO is for that. I keep forgetting. VTB something. Is it D? S. I knew it was VTB something. VTB, Victor Tango Bravo Sierra. This is where we took off from, and we're headed to Singapore, Malaysia. So if you want to join us, you can hop in anywhere from any of these locations around me here. VTS Sim is nearby. VTSF, SN, VTSH is kind of right ahead of us. So yeah, if you want to join the stream train, join in, man. We will be doing some shout outs here in about 16 minutes. And I'll do shout outs to everybody flying with us today. How about that? How about that? Two likes, ayy. Yo, Infinite Aviation, are you the one that messaged me on Instagram? Because if you are, welcome to the chat. Been trying to get you on here for a while, man. Dylan, what's up, bro? Good to see you. I'm sorry, I'm just now trying to catch up on chat. I'm just letting you guys know now. So if you said hi earlier, say it again. I will say hi to you back. I do like the new map. We still need terrain data, but I like the new map. I like the improvements. What up, Starly? Didn't think I'd see you here tonight. Trains and planes just did a test flight in the A350. He thinks it's awesome. Very, very nice. What up, Pacific? Good to see you, man. Caribbean, good to see you, man. Caribbean Flyer, welcome to the stream, bro. Good to see you, my man. Good to see you. Good to see you. Glad to have you. Currently an A350 doing a sunset landing in Norway. Very cool. VTX2 plays. What's up, man? Good to see you, bro. I see your comment, if Caribbean Flyer. If that's your opinion, that's your opinion. I could care less if you like Infinite Flight or not like Infinite Flight. That is not my problem. Would I prefer X-Plane 11 or Infinite Flight? First of all, I don't compare the two because X-Plane 11 is a PC, guys, PC simulator. It's a PC, a full PC flight simulator. Infinite Flight is a mobile flight simulator. There's only so much you can do. Even, have you guys played X-Plane Mobile, like the new one? Like, could you compare X-Plane Mobile to X-Plane 11 on PC? No, because it's not going to compare. Not the same functionality there. I do want to do an A350 long haul. I don't know if I could do one on stream, but I do want to do one eventually. I am on an iPhone 10, and am I liking the A350 so far? I don't have a lot of complaints about it yet. Definitely an upgrade from any other aircraft Infinite Flight has right now, so can't complain too much about that at that standard, you know what I mean? FS 2020 though, oh yeah, can't wait. Is Infinite Flight loud? I can turn it down, no problem. Matter of fact, I just leave this view. This view is loud. That's what it is. Love this livery though. Vibes, baby. Vibes. It's your boy Blue. You're listening to Blue Arrow Radio on FM 116. Again, guys, you want to enter into the contest today to win a $25 iTunes or Google Play gift card. Requirement is you have to be in the US to win. Type in BLUXMAS. Once I justify spending $1,500 on the PC, I gotcha. I think that's the point I was trying to get to earlier, is that mobile flight simulators are best. Look at the Christmas tree just shining in the background. Gotta love it. We'll leave that there for a little bit. Mobile flight simulators are best for people who don't have a freaking NASA computer or just a great computer. I was saying earlier that my laptop was what I was playing X-Plane 11 on, and I was getting like 10 frames, no joke, like 10 to 12 frames a second on my MacBook Pro playing X-Plane 11. It looked pretty good, like graphics wise. I could take some screenshots that you'd be like, oh, that looks amazing. But what you don't know is that I was playing at like 10, 12 frames. So it may look good in slow motion, but I was, it would take me 3 hours to do an hour flight, you know what I mean? So after a while, it got really frustrating, and I was like, I can't do this. Like, this is not gonna work. So I went looking for a mobile flight simulator. At the time, I had an iPhone 7 Plus, I think it was a 7. And my iPhone was pretty good. I mean, it was top of the line for phones at the time. And I was like, I have a beast phone. Like, my computer is like, right? But I have a really good phone. Let me go look on the App Store and see if there's any good flight simulators out there. So obviously, I downloaded X-Plane, the old version now. I played that for a little bit. Didn't really do it for me. And then I played, what was the other one? Aerofly. Yeah, I played Aerofly FS, the first one, the original one, and played it for a little while. I didn't do it for me. And then I found Infinite Flight after that, and this was before Global, so there was no subscription base, anything like that. I think it was just a one-time payment. And so I got that for a little bit, and it was like, okay, but at the same time, the thing that Infinite Flight really had against the other competitors was multiplayer, and multiplayer with ATC. And that's something that I'm interested in, honestly. So that's what first originally dragged me into Infinite Flight. I got into that. I met people, you know, I got into the community. Community is super active, super friendly, most of them. Very active community, very active community. I mean, you can ask a question and get it answered in like a little while, you know. Really cool. And so that's what really first drew me into Infinite Flight, and what's actually held me in was the community. That is really the main one-up Infinite Flight has, even to this day. Even with all the updates come out with all the different games that are now on mobile. And again, I'm comparing it to mobile games. I'm not comparing it to PC. I'm not saying that's what kept, you know what I'm saying. Anyways, so the community and being able to have multiplayer on my phone was really dope, and have multiplayer ATC, and even be able to be ATC with real people. That was dope. That was the main thing that really stuck out to me. So that's why I stuck around with it for so long. And then obviously Global came out. That was a big deal. And yeah, so now we're here, and we're still kind of asking ourselves the same question, like, what's better, this X-Plane Global now, Aerofly FS 2020, RFS? You know, it's kind of like a lot of those other ones that now have multiplayer, which is good. I'm still kind of testing some of those out, so I'm not gonna say a bunch about those. I've only really got to test out Aerofly, the 2019 version, and X-Plane. Yeah, X-Plane, which is now Global. So, but even between those, like, I still prefer this mainly because of community, man. And that's just what it is. But outside of that, if I'm gonna fly a mobile flight simulator, I'm gonna fly Infinite Flight right now. By the way, that could change in the future, but we'll see. When it comes to PC, X-Plane 11 is where it's at until Microsoft Flight Simulator comes out. And we'll see, because Microsoft Flight Simulator is gonna have to deliver. It's gonna have to deliver. Yeah, if they upgrade the E-Jet, that'd be good. There's still a lot of planes left. Infinite Flight has a very large variety of planes available, and a lot of them are very old now. Like, they've added them a long time ago. They're not up to the current standard. Like, again, this is the standard. We're looking at it. This A350 is the new standard, and I mentioned it back when the X Cup came out, when the not the MD-11. What else had a what came out before this? The CRJ doesn't have a CRJ doesn't have animated cockpit, but I was just saying, like, the standard is here. Like, animated cockpits, all this information in here. Like, any plane we get from now on is gonna be like this. Like, it's gonna be this standard or better. Like, they're not gonna downgrade the planes. So the next big thing is gonna be the Boeing 777. Like, how soon are we gonna get that? We got the A350 way sooner than we expected. So how soon are we gonna see the Boeing 777? Are we gonna see that first quarter 2020? Like, what's that, January, February, March? Like, are we gonna see that in a few months? So that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool for all the long haul people out there. Joel Hay, to enter the contest, type in BLUXMAS. We also need that 737. That's what we need pretty badly. You built a $3,000 PC for Flight Simulator 2020? Jeez. I really hope I don't need to upgrade my computer for that game. Good day, Bear Killer. Good to see you. Icon Gamer, what's up, bro? Christopher Ramirez, what's up, man? Good to see you. Aviation 29, welcome. Yes, I am never ashamed to show you guys how we do things. So, Aviation 29, to answer your question, how do I stream my mobile device to YouTube with like Streamlabs? So, I'm using OBS, but you can use the same thing with Streamlabs. Basically, all I do is make sure it doesn't disconnect. So, down here, I have my phone, obviously. So, what you guys see here on the big screen, what you guys see here is what I see on my phone right now. So if I look around, I can move my finger around, you see that happening right there. So anyway, so that's directly connected. I'm using OBS Studio. Matter of fact, I can open that up because why the heck not? Let's see, where is that at? Display capture, there we go. Oh, I didn't work the way I wanted to work. I gotta turn this off. Okay, here it is. All right, check it out. All right, now you can't see it. Well, darn. Let's see. Off, on. All right, so cool. Here, this is behind the scenes, guys. Behind the scenes with Blue. Check it out. So I'm in OBS Studio. On the left, this is my standby screen because this is what's not live, but it is because it's capturing my whole screen now. But I use the Elgato HD, by the way. So if you look here, can you see that? Where is that at? Oh, it's behind my camera. Let me turn my camera off. Wait, hold on. Camera off. Okay, there we go. Elgato. All right, so check it out. So here it says Elgato. So I basically have the Elgato HD. You need to look it up online. It's a piece of hardware that you need to buy. It's not cheap either, but it's a piece of hardware you need to buy, and you can use the Elgato. You can plug that into really anything. You can also use that for PC game, so console gaming. You can plug it into an Xbox or a TV or a PS4, whatever you want to use it for. And I'm actually gonna jump back to the screen for a little while. Elgato. Here we go. But so that's my setup back there. So I use Elgato, and from the Elgato, I have a HDMI to Lightning cable connector. This thing right here. See that? So this, let's see, this second white right here, this is actually my charger. It has dual slots. The bottom black one is the HDMI cord, and then obviously this is my phone, and it has a connector to that. So that's how I connect. I connect that. It's kind of, I don't really know if I would say it's complicated, but it's definitely something I had to figure out when I first started streaming. Because originally I was streaming with what some people use, like Omelette Arcade. I use another system called VTBS, which you can use on Apple, where it'll stream directly from your phone. You don't use any computer at all, which is the way I streamed when I first started streaming Infinite Flight and mobile games. But eventually I was like, I want more freedom. I want to be able to add things on the bottom, you know, where it says like my YouTube, my website. I want to be able to add chat to it. I want to be able to have more customization over transitions and music in the background, things like that, just like, you know, any other regular stream out there. And you can't do that with stuff like Omelette Arcade or some of these phone-based streaming programs. So I had to upgrade whenever I finally, well, I started trying it with my laptop, my old laptop, but it really wasn't that great. It wasn't strong enough to stream in at all. So that's how I do it. But yeah, if you ever have any questions about it, let me know. I can do my best to point you in the right direction, because I had nobody to point me in the right direction when I started. I didn't know anybody who did this, especially from a mobile device. It's harder to find people who do live streams and recordings from mobile than it is to find somebody who does it from a PC or a console. Somebody was asking, Christopher, what do I think about Infinite Flight and X-Plane launching the update in the same day? I think it's funny. I don't think it was on purpose. Like, I've met the developers of Infinite Flight, and I have met the developers of X-Plane, and I know how both of them think. Or okay, I can't say I'm like super accurate because I don't hang out with them every day, but I know just from the little time I spent with both of them that they had no intention of releasing it on the same day. I know that for example, Infinite Flight, their release days are very random. You know, it's kind of random to do a release on a Monday. So it wasn't like they purposefully dropped it on a Monday. It was more like, hey, it's done, let's go. Why wait any longer? Just to send it, you know what I mean? And it finally got approved, probably Apple or Google, whoever they're waiting for, and it went through. Now, X-Plane might have been different. They might have actually planned to drop it yesterday, but I don't think they had any intentions, or I don't think they were even aware that Infinite Flight was putting out that update that day. Matter of fact, I don't think Infinite Flight knew the day that they were going to release it. X-Plane might have been the same way, but I don't think, I 100% believe that it was not on purpose, but I think it's a freaking funny coincidence that they both came out on the same day. Do I think the ERJ series should be the next development? No, I disagree. I think the next development needs to be a 737. That's what we need. 737, and we all know, is the most popular plane. Okay, with Airbus, right? With A320. Those two are the most popular planes. It doesn't matter that we have an A350 now, right? It's great. We have an A350 finally. That's what everybody wanted. Everybody can do their long hauls in it, their medium hauls in it. But there's still gonna be, you know, because a lot of people still like doing flights that are real life flights. So you're not gonna do a short haul flight in an A350. You could, because today we're basically doing that. But what I'm trying to say is, people are gonna you're still gonna see the skies full of 737s and A320s, even now that we have the addition of the A350. So I think it's extremely important that we get a 737, because that's still gonna be a very popular plane that people are gonna fly on the servers. So that's what I believe. 737 needs to be coming up next. A320 had a soft upgrade, so I don't feel like it needs it as bad, but I also feel like it may not be as far off as, like, I feel like it wouldn't take as much to upgrade the A320 to like this complete standard as it would take to do the 737. But I bet you my bottom dollar, whatever the heck that means, heard it on TV, I bet you my bottom dollar that Infinite Flight is already working on that 737, because we know the 777's in the works. It was voted in, right? It's voted in. But the 737, you can't ignore that it has to be reworked. So I bet you secretly under the, you know, they're working on that. It's probably already modeled. It's probably already being worked on. It's probably going to be a surprise. And yeah, we'll see. Alright, Pacific, I'll see you later, man. Thanks for stopping by, my man. Dylan, I don't know if anybody answered your question. BLUXMAS to enter the giveaway today. Again, it's for US people only though today, sorry. Do I have plans on being an airline pilot? I don't not have plans for being an airline pilot. How does OIS work? It doesn't. It is not available currently. Alright guys, we are 57 minutes away. Current flight time is 1 hour, 463 nautical miles. So basically halfway. We're cruising here at 41,000 feet, 484 knots across the earth, and we have a 15 knot headwind. Plenty of fuel to go, and we're just enjoying this beautiful brand new A350, man. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. What's my thoughts on adding helicopters to the sim? Please don't. That is my thought. And the reason I say that, because I like helicopters. I'm a fan of helicopters. The reason I say no helicopters is because we need 3D scenery. What's the point of helicopters if ain't nothing to look at on the ground, right? So, in my opinion, in my personal opinion, we need 3D scenery before we see any other GA planes. Because what's the point of flying GA VFR if there's no visual references besides some mountains? Then what's the point of VFR? You know, like what about areas of the world that ain't got no mountains, like my hometown, like Houston? I don't think I've ever done a VFR flight on Infinite Flight in Houston because there's nothing to look at. I mean, I could go up in the air and do an airline flight and kind of like be about 5,000 feet and spot certain roads and stuff on the imagery, which is good, but without VFR references, there's not a huge point in flying VFR. And I love VFR. I love flying GA and I love flying VFR, and I do it on here from time to time. But when I fly VFR on Infinite Flight, I usually fly around mountainous or like mountainous areas, or like around beaches, like where the textures look really good, you know. So, and with helicopters, you need all that stuff. Yeah, exactly. Visual references are flat. Jarrett, how to win the giveaway. So for you guys who just joined us today, we're giving away a $25 gift card for App Store or the Google Play Store. You can use that on anything mobile, basically. And to enter, you just type in BLUXMAS, but it's gonna be for US people only. And the reason why is because when I buy when I buy a gift card, it won't work. Like if you win and you're not in the US, it ain't gonna work. Like that's just how it is. That's gonna be a waste of $25 from my pocket for somebody it ain't gonna work for. That's why I say only US. And it even says it whenever I buy it, like in the fine print, it's like, hey, US stores only. I'm like, oh crap. So I'm sorry, that's just kind of a limitation. I found that out last time I did a giveaway on Infinite Flight. I didn't know that. And so the person who won was like, I don't know, in Indonesia, for example. And we were like going back and forth talking like, oh crap, it doesn't work. The code doesn't work. I had to find a loophole through Google to get it over here. He basically had to like switch his phone over to English or to US in some weird Android setting just for like an hour, and then switch it back so he could get the funds. So it was really weird, but I'm not going through that again. So sadly, we're doing US only. We'll have some more giveaways later this week. And but yeah, that's how it's gonna be today. Winds in London are crazy. Christopher, what's up, man? You need some help? Have an X-Plane mobile issue. Some of the scenery does not download, and I don't like the fences, parking lots, and gates. Any recommendations? If the scenery is not downloading, make sure when you set the flight up that you download all the scenery. What I would recommend is create your whole flight plan before you start the flight, and click on the package option right before you start. It should be like something that says like pack flight, and basically what it will do is it'll store all of the scenery that you're gonna need for the flight on your phone, like physically on your phone, and that way you should have scenery for your entire route, and it'll automatically also put that route into your FMC or GNS, depending on what plane you're flying. So that's how you should be able to fix that, because I had the same problem when I was using beta. If that doesn't fix it, maybe try looking at the forums, or maybe some help on there. As far as the fences and gates, I'm not really sure what to do about that. What up, Bristol? Just departed Singapore. Very nice. How far? We are 420 miles, 51 minutes away. There's still plenty of time left. We're gonna do some shout outs here in a little bit. I want to give you guys some shout out who are flying with us today. What if you're positive you can redeem it in Europe? If it don't work, we're giving it to somebody else tomorrow. That's all I'm saying. So, unless you're 100% sure, be honest and be like, hey, I'm not in the US. You can roll it again. Give it to somebody else. We will be giving away a copy of Infinite Flight though on Friday. So be looking forward to that, guys. Jarrett, we're on the expert server, my man. Does Infinite Flight have any new planes coming apart from the 777 or new features coming soon? They're pretty quiet about new features, but we do know the 777's coming. People in the chat are rumoring that a 757 may be in the works, 737 may be in the works. I don't know. I haven't personally seen that with my own eyes. What up, Leroy? Good evening, my man. How am I doing today? I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Rami does vlogs. Good to see you as well. Pretty good, man. I'm pretty excited, honestly, about getting in flying this thing. I've been kind of busy since yesterday. I had a lot of, Mondays are like my busiest day for work, so I don't stream on Mondays. And look at that scenery down there below us. And I haven't been able to really jump in on the game. I kind of was reading some of the articles and information on the community forums about it, kind of trying to prepare myself for today. But really haven't had a ton of time to get to really dedicate into it. But I really looking forward to also trying out the Cessna 172 and the TBM. I haven't got to look at the TBM at all. I jumped into C172, sorry, a little bit yesterday, just to kind of test out the little navigations they have now, which is pretty cool. I really like that new feature. That looks amazing down there, and that beautiful scenery, man. You guys can't even see it. I'm blocking with my face. Come on, face, get out the way, face. No problem, Hugo. See you later, man. Thanks for coming by, bro. Always a pleasure. Who's that? Raul Dane Thomas. What's up, man? Been a subscriber for a while, but haven't been able to catch a stream, watch the replays, and they are awesome. Thank you very much, man. Glad you're finally able to make it. I know I'm kind of streaming at a different time than I usually do today, but I'm glad that some of you guys who don't usually get to come by get to hang out with me for a little bit, man. Thank you for being here, and thanks for being subscribed. Welcome to the Blue Airway family. Yeah, sorry guys. Again, I wish I could do the giveaway for the whole world, but iTunes wants to be weird, and this is the main thing that really stops me from doing giveaways like this, because I feel bad to leaving out the rest of the world. It's like only the US can win, because I understand them. Like honestly, the majority of you guys are not in the US. So actually, I gotta double check my stats, but like at least greater than 50% of the people who are subscribed to my channel and watch my live streams are not in the US, mainly because I don't get to stream at US what I call peak hours. I think that's what the main thing honestly is, but yeah, so it sucks, but it's the best I can do right now, and I'm not gonna be jumping through any hoops this time to make this work. Last time I was like, yeah, it'll be Google or be iTunes, anybody can win. And you have no idea what kind of headache I had to go through to get that one gift card work for that one guy who won that giveaway that last time. So, and ever since then I was scarred. I was like, I'm not doing a giveaway anymore unless somebody else handles the giving away part. But maybe next time, if you guys know how to do it, like if you guys like literally know how to do it, next time, hit me up as we plan for giveaways, and we can plan to do some more stuff, or do some giveaways that can apply for everybody in the whole world as far as gift cards go. But that is my limitation for today's stream, and again, I am sorry. Nice. Yes, if you are in the US, type in BLUXMAS. You could also type in exclamation mark giveaways, and I'll give you information on what we're giving away today. Dang, people even hating on the flight factor 757. Yes, you can join our flight on expert server. Just hop in. We're on the way. We're only 369 miles away from Singapore. Stream train is chugging along here. Well, it's a digital gift card. It's not a physical gift card. What important features are missing? Define important. What's a digital gift card? You get it by email. That's how it works. What's up, Hugo? I'm glad you're not gone yet, but I know you gotta go, so just do what you gotta do, bro. I don't know, like, what do you guys hate so much about the flight path to 757? I haven't flown it in like a month, but so I'm not fresh on that thing. But I know some other people have been streaming it on their channels. And like, what are you comparing it to? Like, what planes would you be comparing the 757 to? Because there really is no other thing to compare it to as far as a 757. Maybe you're comparing it to like Zebo or Tolis, or I don't know what else is out there that's actually any good. Nice, Dobie flew a A350 from Jakarta from Singapore. Cool. What happened to the car on your story? Oh, so what was that, Sunday? Yeah, so Sunday I went to a Brazilian restaurant called Fogo de Chao. It is now my favorite restaurant. Yeah, it's definitely my favorite restaurant. And I'm not gonna go too far into what it is, but the point is, outside of it, there was that pink car. And we're referencing a car that I posted on my Instagram story. I think I posted it today or yesterday. And anyways, it looks weird. Like, it has like the wheels sticking out. It ain't got no back bumper. Has a massive spoiler. It's like sitting on the ground. Like, literally, like the tailpipe is sitting on the ground. Anyway, in my opinion, it looked ruined. I'm pretty sure somebody thought it looked amazing. Matter of fact, I walked by and this lady was like, "Oh my god, this car is so cool." I was like, "That car is ugly." But I mean, again, I guess it's all, you know, taste kind of thing. But I'm a car guy, and I ain't like how that car looked at all. I was like looking at it like, how the heck, like, what do they use this for? Is this a drag racing car? Is this a car just for show, for car shows, just to look weird and awkward? Or is this a car for drifting? I couldn't tell like what that car was made for. It was weird. Legendary Daniel, to enter the contest, type in BLUXMAS. BLUXMAS to enter into the contest for the $25 gift card. Digital gift card. The main thing I have against, I don't have much against the 757. I don't fly it a lot, but I don't have a lot against it. But the main thing I didn't like about it was the fact that they made you buy the upgrade. I ain't like that. Speaking of buying upgrades, Aeroflight FS 2020. I don't like that they want to make you buy that game again every year. I guess technically Infinite Flight does the same thing. Like, you can buy the initial download once and forever, but the subscription, you either gotta buy it every month or buy it every year. Or every 6 months. So I guess it's kind of the same concept. But I don't know, with Aerofly FS20, they're like kind of be sneaky with it. Like, why don't you just make a freaking subscription base? Like, that's basically what you're doing. Because I had the first Aerofly FS, right? It didn't have a number. It was just Aerofly FS on mobile. And then I had to buy Aerofly FS 2019, which you couldn't upgrade. There was no, like, it was basically an update, and they made you buy the whole game again. And then now there's the Aerofly FS 2020, and they're making you buy that again. And that's just an update. Tommy Chad, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Roy family. Good to see you, man. Deuces to you. And yeah, I don't know. I just don't like rebuying games. And I guess Infinite Flight's technically the same way, but I'm not a fan of that for Infinite Flight either. Like, I just don't freaking like subscriptions. I want to pay for something and have it. It's mine. I want it to be mine. I get it. I get the fact that as a developer, you want to keep getting paid for it. I understand that you're still working on it. I understand that you're still putting this, but just as a consumer, things that want me to pay a subscription for, I try to get away from. Honestly, that's how I am. Like, I got bills. You know what I mean? I got bills. I got real stuff to pay for. I got lights to pay for. You know what I mean? I got freaking car payments to make. I got flight training that I want to do, but I'm paying for a freaking subscription to Infinite Flight and Navigraph and Pilotage and all these different things. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's my little rant for a little second. Can I show it in the nighttime? We should. That's a great idea. That is a great idea. Who said that? Andrew. Yes. Let's take a look at this thing at night. I don't think it's a logo light, but we'll do like almost night because that's super dark. So it looks black at night. There's no night lighting. Yeah, there's no ambient light. I guess that's what you call it. So there's not really anything there. Another thing Infinite Flight needs to add. But I think you're asking about the interior lighting, and here we go. So obviously the whole upper panel looks really good as far as this is the integrity lighting that we see in here. There's no I don't think there's dome lighting. Make it a little bit darker in here. I'm glad you brought that up because last time when I tried a plane for the first time, I didn't try it at night. Alright, I'm gonna take me off so you guys can see the plane. I know with the music playing, it's like hella chill in here. There you go. There's not much to say. Everything that's everything that's lit should be lit. But basically, it's kind of like if you just turn on only the integrity lighting, you don't turn on any of the like the other lights. You know what I mean? Like the dome light, or what's the other light called? You might be able to find it. Where's the lights in here? Emergency lights, Vipers, hints. I do like that all the writing is very well lit, and you can read it, and you can also read it in the daytime. But I like that too. Where are the lights at for you A350 people? Where are the interior light switches in the Airbus A350? Maybe it's in the middle, or over here. There it is. So console light, map light, pedal light. So that's basically like all these lights are off, except for probably, I don't even know where that light switch is, the one that's actually on. Here it is, cockpit lighting. Yeah, so right now we have the integrity lighting on. The lights are off, dome light is off, and the do master bright, whatever that is off. But it's okay. I mean, you don't need a lot of light at night. I mean, you probably wouldn't want the dome lights on. Like, I would probably see that as a negative if they had the dome lights on at night. It'd be cool to have the option to turn it on and off just like the other lights are. So maybe that'll come in a future update. I'm hoping that they bring in like more ambient type lights in the future, where like the land lights actually will light up the runway, stuff like that. But until then, we will be flying in the daytime. But following the new features that the Cessna 172 has, where you can actually hit the mixture switch, or sorry, the mixture lever, you can change that. I haven't tried doing the TBM. Does TBM have those features? But I wonder if they're gonna bring in features like that to our airliners later on, like maybe starting the APU up, maybe hit ground power, because you need ground power usually to power up the the systems before you start the aircraft, before you push back. You were here in a Hawaii flight. That was a while ago, man. Going Amaz says the descent starts 6 miles from PADLI, waypoint at 1,800 feet per minute. Thank you for the update. Where is PADLI? Actually, let's not look there. Let's look here. PADLI. There's PADLI. So we're 7. We'll be there at 0739, which makes me have to do math because I don't know what time it is now. What time is it now? Is that local time? Super time? About 19 minutes. You need this in. VNAV, I feel like VNAV in Infinite Flight would be basically auto fly. So like a cool feature that Aerofly FS has, and it's had it since the 2019 version, is that they have basically auto fly. Like you can pretty much, the plane will basically fly itself the whole flight, except for takeoff, I think. So you take off, you hit auto fly, or I think it's called first officer. Basically it's simulating that the first officer is flying the plane for you. So you take off, you hit this button, and then the plane will climb to whatever altitude you have set, and then it'll descend and land at the airport you have set. So it's kind of freaky. It's kind of dope, but it's kind of like, okay, well, what am I here for? I guess I'm just spectating this flight, which is, you know, sometimes you don't want to fly. Like it's been times I kind of don't want to fly, but I want to fly at the same time. Maybe you're too lazy to actually do the flying, but you still want to go and do a flight. Have you ever felt that way before? Probably. I have. But that's kind of good for that. But if you do VNAV, it would basically be that. I'm sure Infinite Flight would probably incorporate it in a more realistic manner than they did. But I'm not against VNAV being incorporated. For airliners, VNAV is definitely a huge deal. Most general aviation planes don't have VNAV though. Most of them don't even have auto throttle. Aviation Tesla, exactly. King of Flights, what do I use to create my flight plans? I use somebody called Starly, but we also use a website called IF, Flight Plans IF. I'm pretty sure somebody in the chat could type it in for you. It's a very popular website for people to use. It basically, it basically converts SimBrief flight plans. But you can make your flight plan there completely too, so it's pretty good. Rami, you've never been to my stream, you've only seen the replays. Well, thank you, man, for watching the replays. Shout out to all you guys who actually watch the replays. Honestly, the majority of people who watch my videos, and I just want to say a huge thank you, are people who watch my replays. So if you're watching the replay and you made it this far, thank you. To understand that my schedule does not work for everybody. The times that I stream at times that work best for me and only me, honestly. Like I mean, I can't adjust for everybody's schedule. I can't adjust to work around other people's stream schedules or live schedules or anything, because I have to do it when I can do it. If I can't, I couldn't do it this morning when I would usually have streamed. So I'm doing it now. Hopefully tomorrow I'll get back to my normal time. But if not, this is kind of gonna be my plan B time, my secondary time. If I can't do my earlier stream, I'll probably do it at this time. I've been kind of debating on switching to this time anyways, but I just don't want to like leave everybody who's been supporting me the whole time, because I've always streamed at the earlier time. My time is only my time. Hashtag savage. You know how it is, bro. No, you're good, Christopher. What do I think about X-Plane Mobile? What do I think about X-Plane Mobile? I'm gonna be honest with you. So, when you get the beta tested, you get everything for free, all right? So you get all the planes for free. You get the whole subscription thing for free, right? But now, beta period is over. Now is like really when it matters. Like now I have to buy it. All the beta, it's the same for all beta testers. If you were a beta tester for X-Plane Mobile, now that the full release is out, now you have to actually buy it. You have to, I think the actual initial app download is free, and you get a free Cessna 172, and you get to fly it who knows where. But you don't get global, and you don't get all the planes, and so you have to either buy the subscription, and that subscription will give you global and all the planes. Or what up, Phoenix1168, coming through with the super chat. Thank you very much, my man. Always coming through with the surprise. Thank you very, very much. No message today, no message. Thank you though. Thank you very much. Make sure you guys say thank you. Big, huge. He's probably our biggest supporter, honestly. Phoenix1168 has probably been our biggest donator. I don't have the whole donator ticker thing. I don't know. I'm not that way. But I appreciate you, man. If there was a leaderboard, he would probably be on the top. What I was saying is, now I have to pay for X-Plane Mobile. Technically, Phoenix1168 would have paid for X-Plane Mobile just now, but I don't want to. I don't. Like, I'm probably gonna buy it just to review it, and after I review it, if I'm not sold after reviewing it, I'm not gonna buy it again. That's pretty much just probably what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna try it out. I've already tried the beta, but I want to try out the release version, see how different it is. Has it changed? Has it gotten better? Is there something I really like about it that I can get into? But I'm not sold right now. I'm not sold at all. And I guess if I didn't have X-Plane 11 on a powerful PC, I would be a whole lot more excited. So if you don't have a PC, if you don't have a PC, or you don't have a good enough PC to play a flight simulator, then you should be hyped. You should be hyped about X-Plane Mobile. Oh snap, here he comes again. Phoenix1168, super chat emoji. What up, bro? Got the little dance going. I see you, little birdie. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. I love those little stickers. They're so cool. they're just like, hey. Anyway, but yeah, X-Plane Mobile, I don't want to pay for it. That is my honest opinion. I don't know that it's worth it right now. And because I have X-Plane on PC, I'm not excited about it. But if I did, I would be pretty excited, because X-Plane Mobile gives you the opportunity to really dissect and get deeper into the systems. You can use the FMC. You can start a 737 from cold and dark. You can fly a Baron full out. You can do all the stuff. Like, it's basically a full simulator for certain planes. So if you don't have a PC, yes, you should be extremely excited about X-Plane Mobile. But I do, so I'm not. That is how I feel. The first time you saw my stream, I was stuck in Puerto Rico. Classic. Uh-oh, Cathay. What language is that? Let's see. Where we at though? We gotta descend soon. Definitely just died. Alright, PADLI's coming up here soon. Probably the next... I don't know how much time we got. Yeah, man. Again, like that's kind of like my biggest thing is like if you don't have a PC, like this right here is amazing. Infinite Flight is amazing. If you don't have a PC, Infinite Flight is amazing. A lot of people who don't like Infinite Flight or any of the mobile flight simulators have a PC and they have access to it. It's kind of like saying, hey, it's kind of like it's kind of like comparing a Ferrari to a Honda Civic. Which one is better, right? Obviously Ferrari. Obviously you want a Ferrari. You want to drive a Ferrari. Even if you're driving it to work, you want a Ferrari or a Tesla. I don't know. Teslas are pretty expensive too. But if you can't afford a Tesla, if you don't have the ability to have a Tesla, you ain't got the money for Tesla, you're gonna love the heck out of that Honda Civic. I love my Honda Civic. That's what I got. I got a Honda Civic. I bought it with my own money. It was my first new car that I bought like 6 years ago now. And I was so excited. Like it had touchscreen, it got music, it got everything I need in that thing, man. I love that car. But if I get a Ferrari, you know what I'm saying? So that's a good comparison right there. Ferrari, X-Plane 11, Honda Civic, Infinite Flight. Oh my God, Billy Boy, hola, good to see you. Buenos dias. Bro, African tour was legit, bro. That was amazing. That was fun. You disagree, you'll take the Honda. Actually, the Honda's better on gas. Way better on gas. Way better on gas. Bro, I don't spend no money on gas. My gas is so cheap. Monkey Pilot, yo, what's up, man? Or you guys like to call it petrol, whatever the heck it is. We call it gas out here. Gas pedal. Gas pedal. Alright, PADLI's coming up. Are we there? Yeah, we just passed it. Alright, let's go into descend, guys. Down to, we'll do like 11,000 for now. I will say though, one of the biggest things about Infinite Flight compared to all of the other mobile flight simulators is way more user friendly in my opinion. Alright, down to 11,000 feet, 1,800 feet per minute. We're gonna do 2,000 because we kind of missed our top of descent by, I don't know, a bit. And while we're descending, let's go ahead and do our shoutouts now before we get too far into our arrival into Singapore today. So let's turn the music up. Give me a second. I want to find a dope track. Actually, we'll just do our intro song. And I will shout out everybody who is hanging out with us today in our flight, in our stream train first, and then I'll hit you guys up who are in the chat. How does that sound? Let's bring it. Hey. Okay, let's see who we got up in the back. Where's the line at? Where's the line at? It's getting busy around here. All right, we will start out with Thai 1911. Captain Ahmed, what's up, bro? That's a little loud though, ain't it? That's a little loud. All right, here we go. Turn it down a little bit. Captain Ahmed, thanks for flying with us today, man. First in line. Next up, we got Airbus 78s. I don't know if you're with us, but you look like you are. Lufthansa 776 plane spot in Bremen. What's up, man? Good to see you. J Bear, welcome to the stream. Thanks for flying with us in the stream train today. We got Cathay 831 Snapchat Martinis 1212. Better hit that guy's Snapchat. Scandinavian 118. What up, Arubian Pilot? Good to see you as well. Thai 403. Cameron Brown, good to have you with us. Wham! What's up, man? IFC Lieutenant Merlin in the A320. That's surprising. Somebody's actually flying something that's not an A350 today, but do what you want. Captain CCS, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Captain Yin, welcome aboard as well. Who else we got after that? I know we got somebody else behind him. That can't be all he is. That can't be all he is. What are it? I can't. Am I missing some plane? I noticed. Let me look at live flight. I saw more planes on live flight. Check live flight. I think maybe that was it. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. Thai 403. Not sure if I shouted you out. Oh yeah, I did. Cathay 438 Heavy and China Eastern 443. Thank you guys for flying with us as well. And now for you guys in the chat, send me some emojis. I'm gonna give you guys some shout outs before we start talking to ATC here. We'll be talking to him pretty soon. We're just to the north now of Singapore, flying over Malaysia. I was thinking about flying Singapore Airlines, but I just love this livery too much to pass it on my first flight. Maybe next time we'll give Singapore Airlines some love. How about that? ETA is almost there. Token no smoker. Welcome back, bro. Just ate 24 hot wings. Have a food baby now. Joshka FN. What up, man? Blue Benny Boy. Ali Carey. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tech Gamer. What's up, man? Good to see you. Oh well, look at the screen. Look at the scenery. Looking very nice. Scenery never disappoints out here. We are descending for about 11,000 currently. Passing 33,000 feet, 155 miles away. ETE is 18-ish minutes. And I'm gonna switch this back to flight time. Flight time is hour 37. We're almost there, guys. And again, don't expect too much out of my landing because this is my very first A350 landing. I'm doing my best today. Even had trouble on our departure. Let's see if we're close enough. We're actually really freaking high. Let's slow down. If you're behind me, just letting you know I'm gonna be slowing down. It's about slower than this, like 280. Maybe slower than that. Mach 0.80. We're going to expedite our descent about 2,500 feet. We're going to freaking book it, and we'll hit those spoilers as well. There we go. Got traffic ahead. We want to make sure we separate, guys. Separate. We're going to be getting to a pretty busy airspace here, so make sure we're all spaced out. And I got plenty of room behind me, so I'm going to definitely slow up a lot. As a matter of fact, now that I know nobody's behind me, I'm going to slow down even slower than this. Yeah. Did I forget you, Jared? My bad, bro. I was looking around. It was starting to get too many planes around us. Asiana1549, Jared. Shout out to you as well, man. Thanks for flying with me today, man. Yeah, that's what people keep telling me. It lands very smooth. People keep telling me that, but I feel like I'm gonna find a way to drop this thing down like a rock. I feel like I do. FS Aviator, hello, good to see you. Phoenix1168 with another donation. What's up, bro? Am I planning any infinite flight tours? I don't know, honestly. I feel like the sky's the limit with tours. There's so many places to tour around. We've done the African tour. We did the Australian tour, Caribbean tour. We did some other tours too. So there's lots of places we haven't toured, like Europe. We haven't toured New Zealand, like a small New Zealand tour, or a Canadian tour, a US tour even, South American tour, something that... Wait, we did do a South American tour. Yeah, that's something we did do. But I think we need a South American tour version 2 and an African tour V2 because those places are so big and we really didn't get to go to as many places as I wanted to, like South Africa, for example. Like we didn't spend... I feel like the African tour probably should have been a 2-week tour to cover the whole thing because we only had a week to really do the tour and we didn't get to go to everywhere I wanted to go to, but I really enjoyed it. Same with the South American tour because there was a lot more destinations out there to fly to that we didn't get to see, so may have to revisit those sometime in the future. We'll see, man. we'll have to see. It's a lot going on coming up this next year. I got the whole month of December planned. You know, this week we're doing Infinite Flight. Next week we're doing X-Plane again, and then after that I don't have any streams planned for the rest of the year technically. Again, because it's holidays, it's kind of hard to plan streams. So Canadian tour would be pretty cool. Yeah. So yeah, we'll have to see where that's all gonna fit in. I will say also, my Infinite Flight subscription is actually ending in January, so I have a big decision to make. I mean, yeah, I have a big. I mean, you would think, oh, it's just easy, you know, upgrade, but you know, I have a big decision to make. Am I gonna upgrade my subscription? Am I gonna add another year? Am I gonna do a month-by-month basis? You know what I mean? Like, how am I gonna do that? So I have a lot of other things that I want to do as well. I'm still working on my real life flight training and stuff like that too. So I kind of have to. Budgeting is a big deal right now. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So I mentioned earlier about all the different bills and subscriptions and the crap that you have to pay for. So we shall see how next year goes. Good night, Island Fusion. See you later, man. Caribbean Tour V2, that would be fun. I know one thing I want to do for sure is, and I've been hinting it and kind of teasing you guys for way too long, but I want to do a European tour on Euro Truck Simulator. Now I know a lot of you guys are not, you know, truck simulator people, but it's something I've been wanting to do personally. And we kind of planned one out, and then something came up, and I wasn't able to do it. Me and the moderators were talking about it for a while, and something that they had planned a whole bunch of routes, and I feel bad because they put so much work into it, and then something came up, and we weren't able to do the tour. So it's something I still really want to do, and I want to get a convoy going on Euro Truck Sim. I think it'd be a lot of fun. How do you know? Sadly, you have to be here to win. But if you have to, I mean, if you're at the gym, just like put me in your headphones. As long as you can hear my voice, you're good. In fact, I got some music jamming for you. You can jam to this music while you're working out at the gym. Alright, let's go ahead and check up on our flight, guys, because we are descending and we're not very far at all. Matter of fact, we may need to talk to ATC actually. Let's see. I don't have any ATC out here, so. It shows us 111 miles away, but that's adding in our actual flight plan. I don't know how far we are from the airport itself. I'm gonna test trying to put in this waypoint or this ILS again and see if it works. I don't think there's any ATC here. Yeah, there's ATC here. Right, ILS for, it's like they're landing north. I see one. Let's try 02 center. Let's see if we can tune it in now. Probably not. Maybe too soon. Get out of range. Is there an ATIS here? No ATIS either. Now what's the weather? Weather right now is 340 at 3, 290, 030, 8,000 views. So it's kind of low visibility out there. Winds are calm though. Alright, let's slow up. Alright, so our airport's gonna be off our left. Man, Singapore is beautiful, man. It really is. Am I gonna do a New Year's stream? I don't know. Honestly, when I did that New Year's stream a couple of years ago, my wife was actually out of town for New Year's, so I was home by myself. But I don't know what I'm doing this year. Me and some of my friends here actually talked about doing some dancing on the night of New Year's, so I don't know if I will even be here to stream. So I don't know. It depends. Again, like with the holidays, it's kind of, you know, it's unpredictable when it comes to streaming wise. Like I'm kind of sort of slightly planning, you know, stuff for the holidays for me and my friends and my wife, but I still just don't know like when I can fit in a live stream through all that stuff. When do you guys get out of school for Christmas? Yes, my wife did get stuck at an airport one time. That was actually also related to Puerto Rico. She was coming home from Puerto Rico. I think that was the same year. Yeah, that was the same year. I think when she went there for New Year's, on the way back, she was flying Spirit, which is one of the reasons I don't like Spirit. She got stuck at Orlando. And so I flew out to Orlando to hang out with her in Orlando for a day. Speaking of that though, me and her are considering going out there again to Puerto Rico in January, considering it. But we haven't decided yet. I know she wants to go because all her family lives there. She always says she misses them and all that stuff. And I want to go back too because I really enjoy going out to Puerto Rico. It's a lot of fun. All right, so it's like only tower and I think ground is on, so it's not gonna be any approach. So we have to vector ourselves for the final. There's no, oh, we got, let's see, 3, who is that now? We got ATIS, we now have ATIS. Let's go ahead and tune into that. I'm gonna go ahead and kill the music. And we'll say listen to the ATIS.
Changi Airport, ATIS information whiskey, time 2221 Zulu, wind 340 at 3 variable between 290 and 030, visibility 4, temperature 24, dew point 24, QNH 1009 remarks. No pattern work allowed, landing runways 2 center and 2 left, departing runways 2 center and 2 left, advise on initial contact, you have information whiskey.
Alright, we have information whiskey, so tune out of the ATIS there. And we are behind Cathay A31. So again, we want to kind of to maintain really good spacing here because there's no approach controller. We have ATIS, we have ground, and we have tower. So either all tower is really going to do is tell you to go around and then make left traffic or something like that. And so we want to avoid having to go around by giving the aircraft ahead of us plenty of space. Right now, spacing looks good. I do want to check on how fast he's going. He's at 360 knots, so he's faster than us. So that spacing is going to open up even more. The person that I'm concerned about who could be a conflict is this person up here. He's in a, I don't know what kind of plane he's in, but he has an interesting call sign. He's in an Airbus A350 as well. And he's most likely going to Singapore. He's kind of going to be cutting us off there, so I don't know what runway he's planning on landing on either. We'll stay at 11,000 for now. I'm probably going to descend here pretty soon. Let's go ahead and check on the airport elevation. We do need to descend more. Elevation is 22 feet, so sea level. Let's go ahead and descend down to 5,000. We're slow enough. Get our speed down like 235. While we descend, make sure we don't speed under 10,000 feet because we're at 11 right now. And we'll go down to 5,500. And that's just a number I made up. I'm not looking at the charts today. I should be at least looking at the approach chart, but I'm not. We're just gonna kind of guesstimate. And we should also, I assume, be able to listen to the ATIS. Another cool thing, I haven't mentioned this all stream, but you see this line right here? That's showing us where we're gonna, based on our current speed, that's showing, and our vertical profile as far as descending, that's showing where we're gonna reach 5,000 feet. So we have 5,500 set in the autopilot here, and then that down there is showing that when we get to where Airbus 78 is, we will be at 5,500 feet at that point. So really, I don't really want to be at there that fast. I actually want to be a little bit slower than that. So let's go ahead and shallow our descent to like 1,000 and see how much that changes. You can also use the screens on the inside. It'll also tell us here. Pretty darn cool. So I want to be at 5,500 at BOBAG. That's where I would like to be at 5,000. And so you see here, we're gonna be there just shy of that. So I'm gonna change my vertical speed up till, boom, there it is, about 700 feet per minute, which is pretty cool. That's something we couldn't do before. So it's pretty cool that we can kind of basically calculate your descent with this little screen. So we're gonna do negative 700 feet per minute at this speed to get to BOBAG at 5,500 feet, and that's a pretty dope new feature. I think it may be underrated, to be honest with you. And honestly, I would like to go faster because we're still pretty far from the airport. We don't need to be going this slow. Let's see if we go to 245 knots. That should change. Or not. Huh, surprisingly, it's not changing anything. I would assume if I'm going faster, it should take me longer, but I'm only going 10 knots faster. Okay. So even looking at that, like you can already tell that VNAV is definitely going to be a thing sometime in the future with that functionality. All right, so now we're below 10,000 feet. Land lights coming back on. Loving the coast of Singapore right now. Singapore is off our left wing. Probably about, I don't know how far that would be, maybe 50 miles or so. Less than that, maybe 40. Oh yeah, I was gonna take a look and see if we can get to ILS from here. I'm not sure if we're close enough. I think you guys said you had to be like 20 something miles away. It feels like too close, honestly. Runways. We want 02 center is what we're planning on. Set nav 1, still out of range. All right. Yeah, I would like to request that we can connect to that a lot sooner. Got kicked in my hiatus. Yeah, but yeah, I hope to go back to Puerto Rico. I really do want to. The problem is, here's the problem, is that if we go to Puerto Rico, we will most likely be flying Spirit. Even after all the stuff I said bad about Spirit and how much I hate Spirit, there's no denying the fact that they are the freaking cheapest to get to Puerto Rico from where I live. And even though you have to pay for bags separately, even then it's still cheaper. I hate it, but it's still cheaper. And yeah, I mean, it gives me a chance to fly an Airbus. That's a positive out of that, but I don't. I still kind of cringe thinking about flying Spirit. You know. You gotta do what you gotta do. If you want to go somewhere, you know, you kind of gotta, you know, sacrifice and just go for it. You know what I mean? So, if it was just me flying, I would fly United because I do have benefits at United right now where I can fly standby for free. But the thing is, when I fly with my wife, I want to make sure that we can sit together. And I also want to make sure that I can actually get to where I want to go. Last time I flew United and flew standby and tried to fly with her, and I couldn't. I got stuck. That's when I got stuck in Puerto Rico. So I was flying standby in the Puerto Rico. So honestly, I could probably fly standby to Puerto Rico and not have a problem. But I'm gonna want to buy a flight back. That's a good idea. Because getting there is not hard. There's plenty of flights going to Puerto Rico. There's a lot less flights going from Puerto Rico because it's such a small airport out there. Really not that small of an airport, but it's just so little amount of flights coming out. So honestly, what I might do is I might fly standby to Puerto Rico because I know I can get on a flight there, and then fly back with Spirit, which will save me a lot of money. So I'm gonna have to consider that. Thank you guys for helping me think of that. All right, let's see how we're doing. We'll see how accurate this thing is. It still shows that we'll get there right before BOBAG, which is okay. I'm okay with that. Doesn't have to be exact. Katie, what's up? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Katie Wilkinson. Does my phone heat up a lot when I play Infinite Flight? I have a case which kind of allows me to not feel the heat, but it does heat up. But But I've heard some phones heat up even more, but it does heat up for sure. You definitely notice it. Long haul flight 737, really cramped in economy with Sun Country. I never heard of them. From what? From where? Because I could fly direct with United. If I fly Spirit, I actually have to connect in either Orlando or Fort Lauderdale. Which, I mean, I'm okay with a connection. That means I get to fly twice. As an AV geek, flying connections are like, oh, cool, I get to eat on 2 planes, right? But obviously, my wife hates flying. It's funny because, she married me. But she hates flying. I love flying. Like, if she didn't want to go to Puerto Rico so bad, she would not fly. But that's how it is. Another reason why I want to be with her when we fly, because she doesn't like flying. Take away some of her anxiety. Yeah, so far most people are liking A350, Katie. Colombia has the best airports. I want to go to Dominican Republic too. I haven't been there yet. I have not been to Harrisburg. I actually like Avianca a lot. I flew Avianca when I was in Brazil, and it was actually very nice. It was pretty comfortable. I like the screens. They have pretty clean A320s, so it was pretty nice. My graphics are set to max, whatever the highest setting is. And I'm on an iPhone 10. Not the newest iPhone, but the iPhone 10. Oh, hey. I'll leave it there for when we do our gear down. Let's zoom our screen in here because we're pretty close now. Alright, so we're at 5,500. Probably want to catch that local around. Let's be at 3,500 at APIPA, whatever. Oh, let's do 3,000 even. I'll take a look at here. I'll be there at APIPA. Boom. I like this thing. I like this thing a lot. I like this thing a lot. A lot. Man, that is cool. Saludos. Mounting Dew, what's up, bro? I haven't seen you in a long time. Thanks for coming. No, the giveaway is not over. We will do the giveaway once we land in Singapore after the replay. Before we leave, basically. Do I prefer the A350 or MD-11? Ooh, that's a good one. Definitely A350. Who is that? Techno Nando. What's up, bro? Welcome. Thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. Glad to have you. Hope you're enjoying the content. But yeah, I think actually Raven, this A350 will most likely take over my MD-11. I still like the MD-11 a lot, but I think it will mainly because of the screens on the inside. This stuff that's going on here. If it wasn't for this stuff here, I would probably still choose the MD-11 over the A350. Personal choice. And how is our speed looking? We're at 245 knots, descending for 3,000 feet. We should be close enough to talk to the tower. We are. Oh, approach is on now. Too late for that. Should we still talk to him, or I guess we should. Request approach to Singapore Changi, any ILS. I should ask for 02.
19 nautical miles southwest of Singapore Pai at 4,100 feet. Requesting ILS approach on the runway at Singapore Changi.
Roger, November 234 Charlie Echo. November 234 Charlie Echo. Turn left heading 180. Descend and maintain 4,000. Blue 116. Expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 2 left at Singapore.
Right, runway change.
Turn left heading 050. Descend and maintain 3,000. Maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 2 left approach.
Alright, 050 until established on localizer 02 left approach
Turn left heading
116. Let's
050.
slow down.
Descend and
So
maintain
they pretty much
3000.
instantly put us
Maintain
on that
3000 until
localizer,
established
which is
on the
pretty dope.
localizer. Cleared aisles runway 2
This is
left,
a good test for
3116.
me as well. When it comes to being familiar. Oh shoot! You know what? We need to tune into that ILS. Are we close enough to it now?
Descend and maintain 5000.
Two left. Set nav 1. Nav 1 is set. Alright, it's my first time doing this. And now we're no longer on GPS, so we can switch to nav 1. And compass.
Singapore 278 heavy.
Alright, cool. So I now see the ILS. I see the magenta star on the bottom. We're at 3,000 feet. I'm gonna slow down because I want to take this slow because this is my first time doing this and I want to make sure I don't mess it up. So I'm gonna slow down about 200 knots. Alright, we're at 3,000. There is magenta line. If I should be able to hit nav, crap. Approach. Does that work? It worked. I think it worked. I think we just met the localizer. So something else that changed, and I actually was I was requesting this feature in the last build, and that's that we can now contact tower on 186 186 116.
Contacting Singapore.
Oh, I don't know if it's working. I think it's working. Pretty sure it's working. Alright, let's go ahead and I'll explain what I was talking about, but let's go ahead and contact tower here. We'll call inbound, landing on the ILS, runway 02 left.
Singapore Changi Tower, Blue 116.
Land lights are on,
Inbound on the ILS,
spools are
runway 2
armed.
left with information
Let's go ahead and see my landing brief. Be flaps 1 between 100 and 200 and 210 knots, so that's where we are now. So flaps 1. Flaps 2 at 180 knots. No, flaps 1 plus F at 190. And we'll be doing final approach speed about 140 knots. Landing trim 35%.
Holding short runway 2 left. November 784 Oscar Romeo.
Right, that's it. I have visual of the airport. ILS is doing its thing, so back down here again. So one thing I was requesting was that a lot of times when you're meeting the ILS, you don't meet the localizer and the glide slope at the same time. So here we met the localizer first. Wow, 8. Wow, we're getting there quick. All right, we gotta slow down. I'm talking too much.
Wilco, Lufthansa 776. Cathay 831.
Nice, speed's coming back. We'll see how long it takes this thing to slow down. We're descending too. But you'll meet the localizer first, so now I'm able to actually hit nav mode or approach mode and catch the localizer and get aligned with the runway first, and then we can fly underneath the glide slope, catch the glide slope separately, and I like that it does that. Alright, clear to land runway 02 left with 116.
Number 2, cleared to land. Runway 2
Alright, let's
left.
focus on landing the
Blue
plane now, guys.
116.
Gear's coming down. Wrong side. Alright, stereo cockpit. Flight attendants prepared for landing.
Contact air on 119.3. Singapore 118 heavy. Contact air on 119.3.
Contacting air on 119.3. Japan Air 35.
Contacting air on 119.3.
Alright, we're at 1,500 feet, and we are
November 947.
4 miles away. See, flaps are almost full.
119.3.
160 knots. We're on short final.
Singapore Changi Tower, Qatari 1 heavy is 10 nautical miles to the southwest at 3,000 feet, inbound for landing.
Alright, calibrate my screen. Go flaps full. Probably too early, but you know, it's my first time. And as soon as the aircraft figures life out, we will go ahead and disconnect autopilot and we'll fly it in the rest of the way.
1,000.
At 1,000 feet above. Stabilize. Missed approach out 2 sets. Autopilot coming off.
Ready for takeoff at runway 2 center. Departing straight.
Alright, I have the controls. Turning speed back on. I don't trust me to keep the speed.
Cleared to land.
Flaps are down, spoilers are armed,
Number 2.
land lights are on,
Runway
passenger
2
brief,
left.
clearance
Qatari
receive.
1 heavy.
We're landing.
Singapore 270. Runway 2
Getting a few
center.
stutters, not
Cleared
sure where that's
for
coming from.
immediate takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 2 center.
I can still
Singapore
slightly
270.
see the glide slope there, but it's a little too far for me to see, so I'm still trying to fly it in. We'll just fly it in visually from here.
400.
The aircraft on the
Singapore Changi Tower,
lined
November
up there on the
784
right.
Oscar Romeo, ready for takeoff at runway 2 left, departing straight
So far,
out.
she is pretty smooth when flying slow. A bit to the left there. Autopilot's coming completely off.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Man, stutters. Wow, she is smooth. That should have been a smash, but she
Bandit
just
113 heavy, request
landed like a
engine
little
change.
bird. Alright, reverses. Let's see him.
Blue 116, when able turn right, contact ground on the taxiway.
Thank you. Category 405 heavy.
Wilco, Blue
Very
116.
nice.
November 784 Oscar Romeo, avoid sending duplicate messages.
Alright, we're gonna make a right up
113
here.
heavy, contact air on 119.3.
Yeah, I thought, I don't know, I thought that we were gonna touch down a bit rougher, but that
Contacting
was
air on 119.3.
smoother than I
Sending
expected.
113 heavy.
We're rolling it out.
Singapore 270, contact air on 119.3.
Contacting air on 119.3.
Very cool. And my first infinite flight A350 flight is now in the books. So fast. Pull those back. Alright, we're past that line. Rudder brakes work. They're just not as strong as the parking brake is. Alright, spoilers going away. Yeah, I think it's because there's just so many planes here that on the way in I got a few stutters. I think that's what it was. Alright, so we'll go ahead and contact ground and request taxi to parking.
Singapore Changi Ground, Blue 116. Request taxi to parking.
Singapore Changi Ground, Pocket India Foxtrot, ready to taxi to runway 2 center with information whiskey.
Singapore Changi Ground, Lufthansa 454, ready to taxi to runway 2 left with information X-ray.
Flaps up. I'm still like used to things being on the right, but it's not over there. It's over here now. Spoilers off. Flaps up. Did he reply? I didn't think so.
Blue 116.
There it is.
Taxi to parking.
Taxi to parking, Blue
Blue
116 via
116.
Alpha Whiskey Alpha the
Singapore
ramp.
36,
Just kidding, that's
taxi
not
to
right.
runway 2 left.
Just made that up.
Contact tower when ready.
Alright guys, we made it to Singapore safely.
Pocket India Foxtrot, taxi to runway 2 center. Contact
We got
tower
traffic
when
behind
ready.
me. Oh, he's gonna go take the next
454,
exit.
Taxi to
We're in the
runway
way.
2 left. Contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 2 left, Lufthansa 454.
Taxiing to runway 2 center. Pocket India Foxtrot. Singapore.
Yeah,
Changi
that was
Ground,
nice.
Kilo Lima Mike 0619.
This plane is very
Request taxi to
I don't know
parking.
what it is
Kilo Lima Mike 0619,
about it, but
taxi to
it's
parking.
so stable.
Taxiing to parking. Kilo Lima Mike 0619.
At slow speeds. Like some planes get really squirrely and just really hard to handle. Like they just feel like they're just gonna fall out of the sky. This one is not that way. Like when I turn autopilot off, it still kind of felt like the plane was flying itself.
Qatari 1 heavy. Request taxi to parking.
I will take the spot right here.
Singapore
I'm assuming it's big
116,
enough for me.
Request frequency change. Qatari 1 heavy. Taxi to parking. Taxiing to parking. Qatari 1 heavy. Singapore
Very
116,
cool.
You were already instructed to change frequency.
It kind of confused me because I heard 116 and I was like, oh, that's not me. I was like, wait, what did I do?
Singapore 391 Heavy. Ready for pushback with information X-ray.
Singapore 391 Heavy. Pushback approved. Expect
I want to take a look at something once we get parked. I want to take a closer look at this plane. All right, there it is. Oh, that's not the parking brake. I'm so used to the parking brake being on my right thumb. Oh well, we overshot it a little bit. Might have killed the guard. That's all right. All right, we are here, guys. Time to shut those engines off. Land lights off. Strobe lights off. Systems. Passenger. Engines. Engine 2. Engine 1 off. Passenger signs off. Beacon light off. I will leave the master switch on and everything else should be okay. We can open up the cargo doors if we want again. Very nice, guys. Welcome to Singapore Changi, home of the Singapore Grand Prix, if you're an F1 fan.
Changi ground. Alpha Lima X-ray Bravo 1.
Yes, sir. Giveaways coming up soon, guys.
With information X-ray.
We're gonna watch the replay and we'll call out our winners. So it's your final chance to type in BLUXMAS to enter into today's contest to win a $25 gift card for iTunes or Google Play Store. US stores only. Or I should say US only. So you have to be in the US to win. I explained why earlier, but that is the limitation today. But I want to take a look at the gear. That's something I haven't really looked at. I want to take a closer look at the gear because I remember in the 3D modeling screenshots, I was really impressed at the detail that they put into the landing gear, and I want to take a look at that again. Let's go ahead and tune out of the ATIS, not the ATIS, but the frequency, and I'm gonna turn the music back on. There we go. Let's take a look at it real quick. I want to see what level of detail they use in here. Try to be slow here. Zoom in. We should have done this before the flight. You know, inspect the landing gear. That's usually what you do when you walk around. But it looks really good. Like you can see the actual landing light. See if we can turn that on. Yeah, it works. That's cool. It still has the the usual landing, the infinite flight look, but it's modeled though. You can actually see the landing light. There's no texture, at least not that I can see, in the upper landing gear light. This one does. Look at the difference though. Look at this gear. So that actually has like a light texture to it. The other one doesn't have it. Then you have the shocks there. Just taking a really close look now at this plane. The reason you're seeing it wiggle is because I'm moving my phone. But yeah, like every bolt in this thing is modeled, or most of them. I remember looking at the screenshots of the 3D model, and I was like, wow, look at those gear. So I want to kind of look at the final product, I guess is what I'm trying to do now. Uh-oh. Slowly. Come on. There we go. It looks really good. It looks pretty detailed. I mean, you got all the wires there. I mean, everything is there. Look at the back. The rear gear are the interesting ones. There's a brake pad in there. Next time we do an A350 flight, we're gonna do a walk around, guys. That's something I forgot about. So next time we do a flight, we're gonna do an actual like captain walk around pre-flight thing where we'll go through and inspect the gear and everything like that. How's that sound? Yeah, let's go into this compartment up here. And we're getting all up in their business right now. Look at this. Wow, you can even see the other side. That's pretty dope. Zoom out. That's pretty cool. That's pretty singing. That's pretty dope. Pretty dope. Like, I would like to compare this. Oops, too far. I like to compare this to like the other ones, the older planes, so you can kind of see the difference in the detail, level of detail they actually put into such a small thing. It's just landing gear, you know what I mean? But it really does matter. It really does. All right. I just want to take a look at that really quick. I think that's all I want to see right now. Is it the same on other people's planes? Can I see that on his plane? Yeah, even his plane, an AI plane, has all the exact, not AI, I should say AI, another player has the same level of detail as mine. So pretty cool. Let's go watch the replay so I can go. I don't want to keep you guys waiting for too long. I will say though, as we always do when we do Infinite Flight streams, we will do a screenshot contest, guys. So send me screenshots of this flight. It can be your point of view, obviously, of this flight. So send me your screenshots, and whoever has the best, the dopest screenshot will win, and the winner will be used on the YouTube thumbnail, as well as I'll post you on Instagram as well. If I don't like any, I'll pick my own. That is how it goes. All right, replay time. In flight. In flight. Hola, Cool X Games 2-1. Bienvenido. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Mucho gusto. All right, replay. Wow. Oh my God, are you serious? Darn it, Starly. He told me to freaking delete X-Plane and download it, and now I lost all my freaking replays. Oh, that sucks. I had plans for those replays. Oh well. All right, going to replay mode. All right, guys, we'll be ending soon, and as well as we'll be doing the giveaway soon. So far, we have 38 eligible users. 38 people. Well, it's a lot more actually who have typed in the code, but we only have 38 current eligible users. That means people who are currently active in chat. So go ahead and type that in again. Even if you typed it in once, it does not delete it. End. Here's that gear tilt you guys wanted. I'm still kind of confused if the gear tilts that direction. I always thought the gear tilts the other way, but you know, what do I know?
Singapore Changi Tower, November 784 Oscar.
I like this approach though in Singapore. I love Singapore. It used to be one of my favorite places to fly before global. All right, let's see, guys. Smash or pass. That was definitely rough. I told you I could throw this thing down. From that point of view, it did not look smooth at all. All right, one more time. The deflection in that gear was no lie.
Xanadu 113 Heavy, request frequency change.
Huh, okay. Thank you, Starla. It says that the gear tilting forward is some type of actuator thing, whatever that means. In the A350, so I guess it's specific for the A350. Cool. Thanks for explaining, because I was always like, what is it? Like, I'm looking at 777 pictures and like, other planes that have gear tilt, and they're all tilting the other way. But cool. I guess it probably makes for a smoother landing, I assume, if it's that way, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I really bounced it that hard or what. I really don't know. I don't really understand. The replay is kind of misleading. You're like, well, did he land hard? How did it work? How did it go? I don't know. But it was my first landing, so hopefully we'll do better later this week. But anyways, guys, I don't want to keep you waiting any longer. Let's get ready to do the giveaway today. Who's ready? Let's get it going. Last chance, last few seconds to get to type in the keyword BLUXMAS to win a $25 gift card for Apple Store or Google Play Store. US only. I repeat, US only. If you win and you're not in the US, we will roll it again. Roll it again. Roll it again. We will roll it again. All right. Legendary Daniel is dedicated. That dude's at the gym. Watch him win. That'll be hilarious. All right, Starly, I see you're here. Do you want to go ahead and roll it for me? If not, I can roll it myself. Oh, look at that reverser. Oh yeah, I see the Blue Christmas. Blue Christmas is spamming the chat. I saw Starly in here a second ago, so I'm wondering if he can roll it, because I have it ready. So Starly, let me know if you can roll the dice for us. If not, I will call it. All right, we'll roll it. Here we go. Drum roll, please. 44 eligible users currently. Let's turn this down.
Singapore Changi Ground 3116. Request taxi to parking.
Singapore Changi Ground, Papa India Foxtrot, ready for taxi to runway 2 center with information whiskey.
All right, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm about to roll it. Somebody about to win $25. Somebody about to win $25. Nightbot, what you got for me, buddy? Oh snap! William Sinclair Withers has won the $25 gift card. Is William here? Congratulations.
Singapore 36, taxi to runway 2 left, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 2 left, Singapore 36.
Is Will here? Is Willie? Willie, my man. Where you at, Willie? Willie, my man. Willie not here. I don't think Willie here. Don't worry, if he's not here, we're gonna roll it again. And I don't wait very long for people to show up. He has 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, you guys making the countdown a whole minute. You guys are being nice. I got 56. Where's 54? Where's 55? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're rolling again. I'm not waiting a whole minute. Rolling again. All right, Willie just missed out. Oh, he just showed up. Just in freaking time, bro. I was just about to click the roll it again, bro. If I would have clicked it, it would have been over for you. Welcome, William. Congratulations, my man. You just won a $25 Apple iTunes or Google Play gift card, digital gift card, depending on if you have Apple or Google or whatever, you know. So, can I confirm though with you that you do actually live in the U.S. though? Can we confirm that you do live in the U.S. before we give this away today? Because we did say this is U.S. only.
Singapore Changi Ground, Singapore 391 Heavy, ready for pushback with information.
So let me know, Willie, Mr. William.
Singapore 391 Heavy.
Oh, that was at the buzzer right there, Benny. That was at the buzzer. I was literally going to the Nightbot website to click on roll it again whenever he said, "I'm here." Yes, we just need to know, Will, do you live in the US? That's all we need to know right now. I know, right? Watch, he lives in Singapore. He might. I don't know. I don't know. Alright, William, we need to hear from you, buddy. No, oh no. Oh, that sucks. I'm so sorry. Oh man. Dang it, man. Alright. Alright. Alright, we have to roll it again. I'm sorry, I feel so bad. I feel like I just took alright, let's roll it again. Roll it again, guys. I'm sorry, William. Don't worry, we'll have more giveaways later this week that'll be for everybody and not just the US. I hate doing just the US thing anyways. Alright, we are rolling it again, guys. Restarting. Next, Alpha 217. Is Alpha 217 in the building? I feel like I'm playing bingo. Alpha 217. A27. Do I have an A27? Congratulations to A27, if he is here. He might not be here either. Is he in chat though? Right? I know, right? All right, it's a countdown, guys. Give me 10. Give me 10. Give me 10 countdown. 10. 9, 8, 7. Our countdown's gonna be shorter now. 5, 4. What was crazy too is that my counting is way different than your counting because of the thing. So I'll let you guys do it. I see 5. Give me a 4. I see a 4. I see a 3. I see a 2 and a 1. All right, we're switching. The cutoff is now. Rolling it again. M1Z8N, is he here? I've never even heard of that name. But M1Z8N, is he here? Our new winner. Ding ding ding, yes, right. Hey, this happens though. Sometimes people sometimes like people they try to join the giveaway and they just can't stick around. You know, it's just how it is. It's real life, you know? Not everybody can stick around here for the whole time. Congratulations if he's here. Speak up or forever hold your peace. The countdown starts now. 10. Let me see a 10 in the chat. Seven. I see a 7. I think you guys skipped 6, but I do see a 6 and a 5. I like how Geo's skipping numbers. 2. All right, we're going next. Yeah, I don't think I've ever even seen him in chat. So, next. Rolling it. Pedro. Okay, he won earlier this week. Is he here though? If he's here, I can't deny it. But he won like last week. Is Pedro Lopez here? If he does, he is the luckiest man. Because he won earlier. He won Friday. Actually, which is really funny. Joshka, you were asking, what did you ask? Something about being in the Caribbean. I don't know. Alright, thank Pedro. Pedro's so nice. I appreciate that, bro. I roll it again. Pedro says he's here, but roll it again. He won last week. What up, gentlemen? Ahmed Louis. Where you at, man? Ahmed, our next winner. Ahmed Louis has won the giveaway. Is he here? He is! What up, Ahmed? Please tell me you're American, though. Because that does not sound like an American name, but you could be, because I know people in U.S. with that name. You are from the U.S. Can you confirm that you are? Yes. Okay. Oh, wait, you're here. You say you're here. But are you like? Do you live in the U.S.? Do you have a U.S. phone? A phone that you bought in the U.S. That's all I need to know, please. That is the only question. I do not live in America, but I have an American iTunes. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, congratulations, my friend Ahmed Louis. You are the winner. Please come join my Discord channel and send me a DM. Send me a DM, and I will. We will get everything taken care of. If we have a problem though, and this doesn't work for you, if we have a problem that doesn't work for you, we will roll it again tomorrow. So what is your final decision, Ahmed? Are you not confident? Cause he's saying re-roll it if it's not fair. I mean, it's not fair that people from the other side of the world can't play. So I mean, who's to say it's fair? It's up to you. I'm gonna put it in your court, Ahmed. Do you want to let me re-roll it, or do you want to roll the dice and try to do it? Let me know. Cause if it doesn't work for you, we'll try it tonight. If it doesn't work for you, we will re-roll it again. Re-roll it. All right. Thank you, Ahmed. I really appreciate that, man. You guys are such gentlemen. I really appreciate that. All right, we're gonna roll it again, and here it goes. Adam Grooms is our next winner. Man, we have had like 5 winners today. Adam Grooms is here. I appreciate that, Ahmed. Salute, man. Mad respect to you and Pedro. You guys for being honest. I need to find a different gift for you guys. I'm gonna have to find a different gift for you guys. Alright, is he here? Adam Grooms. Adam Grooms. Last call, Adam Grooms. Your flight is leaving. This could take a while, right? All right, we're rolling again. I'm not even doing a countdown this time. We're rolling again. This is how I would be at bingo. If you don't call bingo, instantly on to the next one. Rolling it again. The Man's Aviation channel is here. He's been subscribed since February 2018. I love that it actually says that. That's so cool. Oh, gee, what's up, man? The man is here. The man is here. What up, bro? Congratulations, my brother. And he's from the US, finally. Finally, we have a US citizen. I'm so thankful though for all you guys who are from everywhere else, because it's so cool that we have such a diverse community of people from all over the world, man. It's amazing. I'm so thankful to have all you guys here in my stream from wherever you are. But USA, let's go. The Man Aviation, hit me up, bro. Send it as soon as you can. Hit me up on Discord. Discord link should be in the chat there if it's not already. Either Nightbot or Raven, there it goes, or Raven can send you the Discord link. Just go ahead and send me a message on Discord, and we will get your gift card situation figured out. All right, bro? I appreciate it, man. Congratulations again to our winner, the Man Aviation channel, and also congratulations to our other winners, Pedro and Ahmed, and super big salute and respect to you guys for being honest and letting us re-roll it. And I really do appreciate that. Anyways, guys, we got to get out of here. I'm glad you guys came through. I really did actually enjoy this flight. The A350 is so far pretty cool. I want to do some more flying. I want to get better at landing it. I want to learn more about this plane. I want to do some Cessna 172 flying, some TBM flying. I want to explore other parts of this update, not just the A350. We will be flying Infinite Flight all week long from today till Friday. We have more giveaways to do, possibly another gift card giveaway. I do have an Infinite Flight subscription giveaway, most likely coming on Friday, and we have some other people who have sponsored some giveaways as well coming up this week. And next week we'll be returning to X-Plane 11 and doing some more X-Plane giveaways. And yeah, man, it's Christmas season. We do some giveaways, giving back. I want to say I thank you guys so much for everything you do. Man, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good month, and hoping you guys have a great time. If I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you the next day after. Anyways, you know how it is. 3 choices: give up, give in, and give it all you got. Peace, love, and God bless you. I will see you guys next time. Next video. Oh yeah, don't forget about the screenshot contest.